Yes, guys, welcome. It's a late night one from me today. So big up to everybody in the chat if you are joining. So we're going to be looking at the Premier League's back, guys. The Premier League is back. So we're going to be looking at this season and what's coming up this season and what we can expect from Liverpool Football Club this season, guys. So I hope everyone's well. I put the link in the chat if anyone wanted to come in and join me as well. Obviously, you might know it is my birthday as well. So I've had a great day. That's why I weren't around earlier. So big up to everybody. Big up to everyone in the chat. And thank you for thank you very much. All the kind words today and all that. Wish me a happy birthday and everything. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, guys. It means a lot to me. And yeah, much love. Much love to every single one of you. I really do appreciate it. Let me get to some of you in the chat. Big up, Daz. How you doing, mate? Happy birthday. Big up to you. Tally-ho, birthday boy. Big up, Gary. Let's have a beer today with Jamie. Why not? John Conway, you absolute legend. Man, what am I going to do with Mr. Conway? This man is an absolute legend of men. Thank you. Big up to you, John Conway. I really, really do appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you very much, Mr. Conway. That is huge, massive, and yeah, you're a great man. You're a great man. Big up, Savage. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, Savage, you can cut the links in chat if you want to pop in, man. Big up, Pablo. How you doing, my man? How you doing? Yeah, and the links there if anyone wants to pop in, just have say hello. Big up, Mr. Conway. Cav, did I mention it's my birthday? Big up, Cav. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Daz joining the membership. Big up, Daz. Big up to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for becoming a member on the channel. That means a lot to me, my friend. Thank you. Pablo in the house. Happy birthday, Jamie. Thank you very much. Big up, Jazz. Big up, Jazz. Birthday, pal. Thank you very much. Happy birthday, Jamie. Hope you had a fire day, bro. Yeah, good. It's been good. Just got back from the cinema, me and the wife. Yeah, it's a good day. Good evening at the cinema as well. Big up, Jay. Birthday. Thank you, Elias. Anjo, how are you? Happy birthday, Jamie. Thank you very much. Big up, Demo. Thank you very much, Demo. Big up, Philip. How you doing, mate? Thank you very much. And Stubbsy in the house as well. Big up to everyone in the chat. The link is in the chat, guys. If anyone wanted to come in and have a chat, have a talk with me about Liverpool Football Club and everything going on. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about Liverpool, guys. I'm going to talk about Liverpool for a bit. Because Premier League season is back. I think people saw that Community Shield game, and I've been watching. I was at. How can I say this? So, yeah, I was at a certain place as well. I was at a certain place that I can't really talk about earlier as well. Big up, Savage. How you doing, mate?
What's going on? Happy birthday, kid.
Thank you very much.
Did you just say you was at TalkSport earlier? Is that what you just said?
No, I wasn't at TalkSport. I was somewhere like. And yeah, I'm just talking about Liverpool, basically. Rival fans and media now saying someone I know who's quite big up, I can't say. They basically told me they got it all wrong. They thought Liverpool would be terrible this coming season. Nothing would be going for them. They'd be in trouble because Mane left, and after the Community Shield thing, they're all chasing their heads. Apparently, I got told something. So yeah, it's interesting. And then certain TalkSport, obviously today, talk about Liverpool and City, and maybe Liverpool are the ones that can pip City to the title now. But only a week or so ago, we're dead news. Amazing how a Community Shield match can change things, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's crazy, but yeah, I was just going to talk about that today and have a little laugh on the channel. But how are you, mate?
I'm all right, man. Yeah, man. It's a busy day for me behind the scenes, man. I've been on it all day long since the wrestling stream. I ain't stopped really, but it's been all backstage stuff and that, man. Trying to edit some things, but
Busy man.
Can't complain, man. Can't complain, bro. I'd rather do this than flipping be stuck in some. Nah, I can't deal with people telling me what to do, and that's I'd rather bust my ass at doing other stuff. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean, can't
Editing.
complain too much.
Editing is extremely tough as well.
Yeah, well, I decided to finger it. I tried because obviously I do like obviously the personal training, and I've got a couple of business what I don't talk about. It's just whatever, and then I do like the video and photography stuff in it. So I was just sitting there yesterday. I was like, I might as well just take another course, man, and just flipping like brush up on some stuff. So I just paid for a course and then started it. So fuck it. That's what it is.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, man.
Keep the brain active. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's how I do. It's the first thing because normally I just teach. I've taught myself everything else. So
yeah,
I was like, I'd rather just try and brush up on some stuff and to see, how to do stuff properly and that, man. But yeah, bruv. How's your birthday been, man?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. So I had all the family around today, and
it's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And then me and Lauren went to see Black Phone tonight.
Don't give away to the chat, but how did you find it?
I loved it. I thought it was a quality film.
Beautiful movie, man.
I thought it was a really, really good movie, actually. And I didn't know a lot about it going into it either. So I was just like, I've heard this film's quite good. Ethan Hawke's one of my favourite actors as well. And I heard he's playing like the villain. And I was like, I've got to go and see this. So
yeah.
Because I didn't know much about it. I didn't actually see a trailer about it. I actually liked that better.
It's way better.
Knowing about something. Yeah,
to be fair, the trailer doesn't even give anything away, man. The trailer's actually quite confusing. So
yeah. It was big up Psychedelic Scientist. Thank you very much. Thank you very rich as well. Big up you, man. It was a quality film. I really liked it. The kids, great acting. You know, kids in movies can be a bit like, oh Jesus Christ, but these kids were fantastic actors, absolutely fantastic. Especially the sister, she was quality. Yeah, Black Phones. It is a really good film. I really enjoyed it. Ah, look who's here. It's Daddy. It's Rod's here. And he's loaded up there. There, Uncle Rod's. There you go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
How are you, matey?
I'm raising a bottle for your birthday.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm very well. Just something wrong with my bloody. No worries. It's just something seems to be. My wife seems to be
your phone's gone
shaky right now. Do you know, for some reason? I don't know why.
Yeah, your signal's way out.
Let me go out. Let me go out and come back in.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, yes. We're there. There's raising a bottle for your birthday, you know, brother.
Thank you very much, my man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I ain't got.
You know, all the best people are born in August.
That is the rumor. That is the rumor.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah, because my birthday is 25th of this month.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, August babies. You know. Savage, you're muted, man.
Piss off! Have I been muted the whole time?
Well, just for that, like, I saw you say and laugh for yourself. So yeah, you're muted for that.
I shall not repeat myself, bro. But I was just saying that, like I said, I would disagree with the August thing. But my mom's born in August, and it's her birthday in 2 days, isn't it? That's my nephew's birthday tomorrow, so you can have that still.
There you go.
Man.
Yeah, Pablo. The ending was good. The ending was good to that film. So we've got some. Get your questions in the chat as well, guys. Any questions you want today? Any Liverpool questions? Anything like that?
Yeah, you see that question there about Daz's question about the FPL. So just underneath the one you underneath, I think it says about the FPL pin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like I didn't make it up when I said I was going to do it. I did it today, but someone needs to let me know when you go on there. Yeah, it gives you a draft. It says FPL draft, and then it says FPL. I don't know, something else. And I tried both of them. I set the league up, give the league a name, made a team and all that. But then what it does is it only allows 16 places.
Yeah.
And I thought there was one with unlimited on it.
Yeah.
So someone needs to tell me what's the one with unlimited, because I'm not going to do. There's no point doing it 16. You've got flipping over 2,000 subscribers. It ain't going to be fair if only 16 people get it. So once somebody tells me how to do that, I can make it on the spot because I've got an account now. So it takes me like 5 minutes. Yeah, so if you let me know how to do it, then
I think Daz knows that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So if Bernardo Silva leaves, in my opinion, we're winning the league. So yeah, there's a lot of talk about Bernardo Silva at the moment, and a lot of talk that Man City are going to buy Paqueta, ain't they? Now the only reason they're going for Paqueta is if Bernardo Silva's leaving, because you ain't. There's no point getting him in when you got all that talent in midfield already. So don't know what you guys think about that. Paqueta for Bernardo Silva.
No, Pep can get a lot out of Paqueta because he's a decent player anyway. I know loads of Liverpool fans wanted him, but he ain't on Bernardo Silva's level. Forget what everyone thinks about Bernardo Silva as a man. This guy is world class, bro.
Oh yeah,
I think Drifty said he wasn't world class. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true, bro. This guy, if you're talking about in the league, mate, he's right up there. He can do everything. He can do everything, bro. And if they lose him, I told you guys already. Like everyone disagreed with me when I said that I feel like he's Man City's best player. I know that everyone thinks, but De Bruyne can be like the best in the world, which is fine. But the difference between them both is Bernardo's he's more consistent. Like he can play like an 8 all season and then have about 5 or 10 games. What's a 10? 9 or 10. De Bruyne he can play at like a 7 and then when you need every now and again, he'll just pull out some 10s and win you a game. But like consistency is everything. And losing Sterling, if they lose Bernardo, losing out on Cucurella is going to be massive. You've let Zinchenko go, and now Chelsea's about to rob that deal. It's massive. Like they could be. I told you, everyone laughed when I said I think Man City's going to finish third. But all right,
I was just listening to Daps before I came on. He's live at the moment, and he was just saying he's a bit pissed off that they haven't got the Cucurella deal done.
Should be, because it looked like it was done.
Yeah, they're actually a bit miffed at it, but by the look of it, City have a transfer thing. They never went for Van Dijk. They thought it was too much money. They never went for Harry Maguire because they thought it was too much money. They didn't go for Ronaldo because they didn't want to pay the wage, and they've not gone for Cucurella because they think 50 million's too much. So
how can you think 50 mill's too much for Cucurella, but you paid 100 mil for Grealish?
Okay. I know it's mad. I don't get it, but apparently that's even that. I was just listening to that. So even he's a bit miffed at it. He doesn't quite get it because left back is a position they need sorting.
You know what it is? I think I don't know how they've structured their money and that, but it seems like most of Man City's centre backs and wing backs and all that, they all cost 50 mil and they never go over it. I think they paid Kyle Walker 50 mil, Ake cost 50 mil. I can't remember how Diaz was cheaper than that, I think.
Wasn't Kyle Walker 54 mil?
Yeah, like 54. So that's what I'm saying. So around that 50 price is what they normally go for. And they tend not to, you know what I mean? So maybe that Grealish deal done them over, man. Maybe it's like balancing the books ain't working out. Because they wanted Harry Kane, didn't they? And they didn't get him.
I agree with what you say about Bernard Silva, though. I agree with what you say about that.
It's horrible to play against that man.
Yeah, he's quality. I remember he sort of like when they had that 2-2 draw, he literally duppered us in midfield. He left certain man just standing. You know what I mean? He's a really good player.
Rod and Jamie. What? I think it's the season when we didn't win the league. You know the one where we won the Champions League and then we won the league after.
Yeah.
So 18-19 and it. For me, that was probably our best season at like exciting football. Even though we didn't win the league, it was exciting.
Yeah.
Do you remember the game was it at Anfield? Did they beat us? And that's how we lost out.
Yeah, we lost 1-0, didn't we?
And then
2-1. Was it 2-1?
2-1. Yeah, 2-1.
It was like the flipping.
Because Sane scored, didn't he? Sane scored the last goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
We scored the goal of the season, that team goal, weren't it? With the Bobby in at the end.
And then wasn't there like a thingy where the ball went over the line by like it was like 11 millimeters or something like that?
Yeah.
I know it might hurt people. If you go watch that game back, I've never seen a performance like Bernardo Silva in that game. He was pissing me off, bro. I remember sitting there with my brother, and that might be the first time since we fixed our team that I literally sat there and I was like, I don't think we're going to win this game. I've never said that ever. I was sitting there watching it, and I was watching Bernardo Silva, and I'm like, why does he just keep everywhere on the pitch, man? It's winding me up, and then obviously Sane's speed. It was a mess, man. It was a mess, but listen, top players, man. That's how it is. I feel like I don't know if you guys think that. Do you guys think that there's a lack of talent now in football? It doesn't mean that you think people are rubbish, but just compared to
the elite talent ain't what it was 10, 15 years ago.
No.
The elite level. Messi and Ronaldo are literally at the end of it.
Yeah.
When they're gone and retired, that I don't think there's that elite level in football at this moment in time.
I mean, you can even look.
Do you think the same?
You can even look at people like Bergkamp and Thierry Henry. I mean, Bergkamp was such an amazing player. I mean, one game we played with him, it was at Highbury. They hadn't moved yet. It was at Highbury, and it was like you end up 2-2. And I remember Bergkamp did his pass and everything like that from near his area. He did a pass on that, and it literally split open our defense. One pass, and he split open defense, and he actually scored from it. Do you know what I mean? He was an amazing player. So I do agree with you. I think, I don't know. I mean,
you know what
I'm trying to think of all the elite level footballers there is in the world. I think you got Mbappe.
The fact that you have to think about it is the problem. Because if I ask you about early 2000s, you're going to reel off. Yeah,
I think Mbappe's it, and I don't think Mbappe's elite either. So
I struggle with football conversations now because I don't want to lie on it. I don't want to lie about what I see on the pitch, and I feel like I'm always forcing myself to like convincing me that certain players are exciting and that. So like, think of it this way: look how everyone's looking at Real Madrid, and they got Camavinga and all these players. If that's the best, Camavinga's the best, and he's that young, and these are the best players I'm supposed to look at and go, oh, I can't believe it. These are unbelievable players. I just don't see it, man. I know that systems have changed, and the coaches have probably got some of the coaches have probably got better technically.
I mean,
so they can do more with
Madrid used to have like Zidane and Makelele in that midfield. You know what I mean?
Just think of Madrid's bench.
Yeah, that was
Madrid's bench, Barcelona's bench. Just look at them players and then line them up against the players that are on now, and you argue that some of their benches are better because, like, I was watching Jesus for Arsenal. He looks really good. I've always rated him anyway. He always destroys Liverpool anyway. So, but I'm looking at that kind of player, and I'm thinking, okay, he was a substitute and that, and then I'm looking at Real Madrid. I'm like, wasn't Guti on the bench sometimes?
Yeah,
like just on the.
I'm
just looking at these teams and like, whoa! I remember when Alexis Sanchez, him and Pedro used to rotate. It was always like one or the other.
Yeah,
and that's why they split the games up because it was David Villa and Messi.
Savage, I just stop you there 1 second, my friend. John Conway yet again has just gifted that 10 Jamie Phillips membership.
Nah, this guy's a legend. This guy's a legend.
Man, good man.
If you haven't, he's already donated 50 euros, and now he has just gifted that 10 membership.
He's a selfless guy, man.
Guys, if you haven't got a membership and you just want a membership free for a month, go and grab one. There's 10 available. 10 available. Big up John Conway. What a man. What a man he is. Go on, Savage. Sorry, man.
No. That was kind of it. I just sit and think sometimes, innit? So that's why, like,
I mean, Guti was a player, though, wasn't he?
He was an absolute baller, bro.
He was a great player, but it was a grass as well. I remember it. I remember when Mark Owen was actually ripping it up at Real Madrid, and he took Raul's spot, and Guti and Raul weren't happy about it, so they both went to the president.
Didn't Owen had some like mad record at Real Madrid?
Owen had 14 and 18 at one time, and he was
he was like 14 and 18. Anytime Owen, I don't think he was ever on the losing side or something in the Liga because he was a sub for a lot of it, innit? And I don't think he was on the losing side. But yeah, some of these benches and that, like, to be fair, that Real Madrid team, I don't think football was kind of fair then. Look, they didn't win as much as they should have. That Galacticos and that, but to have like Guti and Raul and Figo and Ronaldo and Zidane and Beckham and Maniman and Owen, bro, like it's absolutely ridiculous, bro. That team shouldn't be allowed.
No,
and Raul up front just tapping everything in, bro. You used to wind me up, man.
Do you know? I think we got a more of a high end level, but a lot more players at that level than we ever had before. So there's a lot of players at that world class level, and they're all evened out. And a lot of teams have world class players in their team, where before you only had a few. But that elite level, you know, the Messi and Ronaldos of this world. I don't know if you see that level again. I really don't, because that level was ridiculous. That level was ridiculous.
You would argue that because what you said about Mbappe, Justin, he always divides me a bit because I like watching him play.
I think it's
But I
world class,
still
but
see
he's
like
not Messi.
no, he's got a lot of
Ronaldo.
flaws in his game. So like he's actually
No.
not clinical.
Oh, he ain't. No, he's not Salah, ain't he? Salah's not clinical.
His
but he
speed is
bags goals.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like speed wise is the closest thing I've seen to R9, bro. It's ridiculous when he runs to the ball, but yeah, I don't want to just say this because obviously it's Liverpool and that, but because Van Dijk's a defender, that people don't look towards that part. But if you were just on a scale of football players, Van Dijk's better than Mbappe and Haaland, bro. Like
as a footballer, yeah.
Yeah, as a footballer, obviously you can't do position for position, but everyone's happy to do the Ballon d'Or thing when it comes to strikers all the time. But if you just put them on the pitch against each other, how good are you at your position and how good am I at my position?
Oh yeah, but Van Dijk's
I've
never
Dijk's
seen
the
it.
best.
In it, apart Van Dijk is one of the people in this generation that I've never seen. He makes football look easy.
Yeah,
when he's defending, it looks easy, and I think that's why rivals think he's overrated because it doesn't look like he's doing anything because he makes football look so easy. Owen's record is most goals per minute played still stands. I think.
See,
because
they don't want to argue with like. I'll have the argument with anyone with Liverpool players against. If they think that this person from this era couldn't play against whoever, so if somebody thinks that someone from the old era is better than Salah and that, you can have the argument and that. But when it comes to the Van Dijk thing, they think I'm saying it because I'm a Liverpool fan. But I'm like, when you do this dream team, bro, I'm here for having Rio Ferdinand and Van Dijk. But if you're telling me that John Terry's better than Van Dijk, I'm not having it, bro. And John Terry was a baller. Like he's a scumbag, but John Terry was a baller, but he's not better than Van Dijk, bro.
Yeah. You see, Van Dijk and I think that Van Dijk, he does the simple things well. Because even when he was, remember that time he was playing Tottenham and the way he defended that counter attack, it was on. Was it on? Who was that guy? I know
it was Sissoko. It was Sissoko and Son.
Yeah, I think it was Sissoko, and then Thing was on the right when Song was on the right. Yeah, and he literally just defended him and everything that right and put him off and everything. Because I was just thinking that day, right? Anyhow, it squares it to Song.
That's what I was thinking.
You were losing that game.
So clinical, yeah.
We're losing that game.
It's a shame, because that game came at the end of. It was when we lost all them games at Anfield, innit? The 6 games, and that was going to be another one. Yeah, but it was because it was the thingy. It was the start.
Wasn't it recent? It's recent, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 2 seasons ago.
No, it was last season.
Nah, it was the season when Alisson got us the Champions League at the end. Because COVID slowed it down on it. I'm pretty sure, because remember we lost all them games? Yeah, and we beat them 2-1.
It's amazing that
no, man, it was last season, dog. It was last season. You know why?
It wasn't.
You know why it was last season? Because
last season we drew twice to Tottenham.
Yeah, that was. I'm talking about a draw. I'm talking about a draw.
It wasn't that. Rog, I promise. I remember it was. I promise. Yeah. Listen. Rog, I know why you don't remember because COVID messed up the season, so it felt like an extra long season. Yeah, but like
2 seasons.
What it was is the season when we all had all them injuries, we were still top I think we're top around Christmas time or January or something like that. And then we had Spurs, and we were starting to slow down. So Man City were catching up on points. And I remember it badly because I remember that Expression was on Coppish at the time. He'd done the review for the game.
Yeah, but
watched it. And Firmino scored a header to win us the game, 2-1.
No, but this is when Gary Neville, at the end of the day, said, and then he goes, "I've never seen such good defending like this." It was last season. You know why? Because what it was, we drew against them at their ground and everything that,
yeah,
and we drew again at our ground and everything that, right?
Yeah,
and I think what it was, that counter attack, they would have won the game and everything that. And I think what it was, Van Dijk squared up Sissoko. He squared him up and everything that. Then he took a shot and he squared him up and it went off target.
I got you.
That was free.
I know how I know it was right now. I know it was right now because last season Sissoko was at Watford.
Yeah. That was 3 years
ago. He was gone. He was gone last season.
That was before the pandemic.
I promise it was the season before.
Okay. Okay.
We started that season really good and it was average, but we were still top of the table and it looked like we was going to do good. And then Or the injury. Yeah. But big. That was you are right though. That was one of the best. He stood him up, man.
Yeah.
He just stood him up, didn't he? He just literally stood him up and everything like that. And he went to take a shot. And because he stood him up and put him off, he went wayward and everything. And just like the defending was just like out of this world. And he did it so calmly. It's
Mate, I think Jamie brought it up the other day. Was it Jamie, who was it Man City you was on about? Wasn't it Walker versus Van Dijk?
Community Shield, yeah. When he made Walker stop. And then Thiago just took the ball off him. No, Walker never stopped. That is the scariest thing what he does, man. Walker never stops for anybody. Walker stopped. Walker was running at 100 miles an hour like he does. Van Dijk kept with him. That's the mad thing, by the way. Van Dijk kept with him.
No, Van Dijk's rapid, bro.
And then Van Dijk stands in a way in front of you that you can't get round him.
Yeah.
He stands
so
stands in
good.
a certain position that you can't get round him. And because he's lightning quick as well, players just give up. And he literally just stopped and Thiago just took the ball. And I said it when I was doing the watch on, that's world-class defending. Yeah. But no one would see it as that because he didn't win the ball back. People think he runs away. He doesn't. I've always said it. He defends his space. That's what defending is. Defending ain't about tackling. It's about defending his space.
They will teach you that as a coach as well. Like even because you know the thingy that the coaching badges and that. It's actually like when I done my FA level 1 and 2 back in the day, like it was average the coaching. But when you move up a level and I start teaching the tactics and that, the defending one is just like that, and all the coaches will tell you as well on it. Like everyone will moan eventually. I think the perfect example is, was it Martinez who scored against us when we lost at Anfield, Champions League?
Yeah. He just smashed it. He didn't want to run at him no more.
Yeah. So what he done is what all old school coaches will tell you to do. Just defend against the guy, stand him up, don't give him no space, and if he bangs it from 40 yards, then he deserves to score.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. Like you weren't stopping that goal, bro.
No, you can't. You can't sometimes stop someone scoring for 40 yards. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember when he ran in on goal, though? When he ran in on goal before that?
And he had his head down, he looked up,
and he just
turned saw Van Dijk, and he passed it sideways. Because it's just like, what do I do? What do I do? Virgil's just got that aura about him. Talking about aura to Virgil as well. Did everyone see Aguero's comments?
What did he say?
About De Bruyne, about Haaland.
He
said something about he was talking about the Community Shield, and he said Haaland's used to having all the space in Germany, and then Virgil van Dijk came along and said, "Welcome to the Premier League."
True.
Because Haaland never got a kick with Virgil, what I didn't get with Haaland, he tried to play off Virgil all the time. It's like, what are you doing? Go to Matip if you go pick one. I think he tried to think Haaland's like, I'm the big boy, so I'm going to go against Virgil, and just didn't work. And also, Aguero's been talking about City as well. He's questioning. I've got it here.
What a player, by the way.
Yes, Aguero. Sergio Aguero questions strange Man City transfer aimed at Haaland's assessment. He thinks, and he's saying selling Sterling's weird. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the selling.
That is weird. That is weird.
I have said it for the last 2 weeks on my channel and other people's channels, and I think people are starting to come round to it after they watch the Community Shield. If Haaland don't score, when you look at City's bench, there's no Jesus and Sterling anymore. Who's your goal scorers?
Yep.
And everyone
kept starting from now on, so
because Mahrez is not a goal scoring winger as such. He's more creative. He does get goals, but he's not really your goal scorer that gets the winner. He scores in the two, if you're 2 or 3 up, he'll get the 4th, 5th sort of thing, and it makes his stats look better. But he's not that sort of bloke who comes on and gets your winners usually.
Yeah.
Sterling was the disrespect Sterling gets is mad. Sterling's an exceptional footballer. And I've said it now. Jack Grealish is 27. I don't think he's going to learn the Pep way. I see no proof of it, even in the Community Shield game. And also, is Jack Grealish actually a better footballer than Sterling?
No.
I don't think so.
No way.
Everyone's going to tell you that he's, man, but he's not, bro.
Sterling's no way.
He can't run like Sterling.
Sterling
scares defenders. I don't think Grealish really scares.
Let's be honest, man. The Liverpool thing done Sterling over, innit? The leaving Liverpool and the press that got and the stories that came out. To be fair, without any proof about him being money hungry and all this business. Since then, it just ruined him, bro. Because even once he got to Man City and that, people weren't giving him his props. And then when he was in the England squad, they had problems with like stuff that they shouldn't have problems with. Like, oh, Sterling's got a tattoo of a gun. What the fuck? What has that got to do with anything, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Sterling's brought his mum a house. What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
I've seen one before, and it's like Sterling got caught in Primark, and then the one was like Sterling got caught in Nando's. I'm like, so because he's got loads of money, he can't shop where he wants to shop. And there was only doing it to him constantly.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, he has to live with that narrative, because that season when we won the Champions League and Spurs got to the final, I mean, technically they shouldn't have got there, because that game against Man City, there was a goal what got allowed, what shouldn't have been. I think it was
this is our goal. Sterling's goal, wasn't it?
Let me ask Pat-Man a minute, because
Sterling was amazing in that season, and that Champions League. He was the best player. But carry on.
This is why I want to ask Pat-Man back, because Pat-Man's a City fan, so I'll go ask him. So Pat-Man, so do you feel like Sterling and Jesus are quality footballers, and they scored a lot of goals for you, and they're very good on the bench, and Sterling's your second top goal scorer apart from Aguero in the Pep era? I don't think Grealish gets the goals Sterling does, in my opinion.
No way.
So you're looking at Haaland and Alvarez. Now, as Liverpool fans, we got all told that Mane leaving is going to destroy us, yeah? And it's made us weaker. I don't see how City are stronger. And everyone tells me Haaland was a Jesus replacement. It's wrong.
Is Aguero replacement?
Haaland was Aguero's replacement just a year later, because you waited to get him cheaper. It's sensible. I know you still get your goals everywhere, and City ain't going to have a problem getting goals. Don't get me wrong. City is still going to score 90 goals next season. But there might be the odd game. Look at last season. If you didn't have Sterling playing for you last season, you might not have won the Premier League, because that last game of the season, when Sterling came on, you know, that probably won you the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? That game, Sterling coming on that game. And Jesus got didn't he get 8 goals in 3 games towards the end of the season? So it's like,
he's the reason why they drew with us.
Yeah. I mean, it's just you take them. I just don't see Grealish doing that, but Alvarez might. I'll give you that. Alvarez might, but you're relying.
I don't see no goal. To be honest with you, you're right. I don't see no goal scorers there, because De Bruyne can't depend on De Bruyne to get you all the goals. Do you know what I mean? Alvarez is his first season. I'm not saying he's not going to get goals, but it's his first season here in the Premiership. He's got to get used to it, and I think that. Do you know what I mean? Jack Grealish at the day. To be honest, I always thought he's overrated. I'm not being funny. I've always thought he's been overrated. Even in the England team, and then I think that he's overrated in the English team. The only thing good about him is his haircut. That's the only thing good about him. Do you know what I mean? He's not really that sort of player at the end of the day that I'd say, well, you know what? I'll bring you on, change the game. Because he ain't going to be able to do it. He's not going to be able to do it. Do you know what I mean? So then there comes at the end of the day, right? If Mahrez at the end of the day is not your sort of like, your goal scoring winger, do you know what I mean? You can't depend on De Bruyne to get you the goals all the time and everything that. Alvarez just come. You can't depend on Jack Grealish and everything that. The only person you really can depend on is Haaland, because that's what you brought him here for. Do you know what I mean? So, like, really and truly, if Haaland don't score and everything that, they're going to struggle. They are going to struggle to get goals. I'm not saying they ain't going to get goals, but trust me, they're going to struggle. They're going to struggle.
I agree. I mean, I agree. Because Jamie said for a while about
what Pat-Man's saying is like Grealish improved slightly. You need to improve more and slightly, in my opinion. He's not good enough right now. Mahrez will always score goals. De Bruyne will score goals. These will all score goals, and I agree, Pat-Man. I totally go. I've already said City will score goals, but there's got to be a time when you're struggling in games, because everyone does struggle. You go struggle in a game, and if Haaland ain't scoring, you used to look at Sterling. And as a Liverpool fan, I'm not so scared of City's front three if it's like Alvarez, Mahrez, and Foden, compared to last season. If you had Sterling, Jesus, and players like that coming on, that would worry me more because of their pace and directness. And I know they score goals, so you'll still score goals and share a lot over the team. But how much are you going to share? Because when you get someone like a Haaland in, Haaland ain't going to want to share goals. This is the thing.
I would say to Pat-Man and other Man City fans,
it's interesting. But you still
when we're talking about Man City, I think they always get a bit touchy. They think that we're like, you're still technically the best team in the league, and that we never said anything like that. But all it is that the margins are so like fine now. That even if you're telling me that you're going to spread the goals around the pitch and that, I know you will. You might outscore Liverpool, but it still might not be good enough because there's context to everything, can it? You can score loads of goals, but there might be another game where it's just 1-0. You know what I mean? And you're losing the game, you need to draw the game and stuff like that. And it might just not come off. And there was games last season.
Or it might be a
and
draw.
It doesn't matter now. Yeah, it doesn't matter now because they've won the league, innit? But if anyone watched that Crystal Palace game last season at Selhurst Park, mate, I think they lost that. I've never seen them miss so many chances, bro. There was just it wasn't going in. The ball wasn't going in. And I'm saying, like, Grealish was there last season. And so was the other two, Jesus on the bench, Sterling and so. So they've gone now. So that's all it is. So I think it's a fair point saying that if people think that we're going to have a drop-off from Mane, which is fair enough, then I think you two have as well, because them two players together, Sterling and Jesus, together are better than one Mane. So, yeah, I mean, even if it's just down to like flipping how many games they're going to play or assists between them and stuff, because Sterling is quite matched with stats on Mane, I think, for the whole time they've been there. They're quite similar in it, left wing, everything like that. Obviously, I think Mane is a better footballer, but it's just output and that. But it's nothing against. Obviously, City's the best team in the league, whatever, in it. But it's going to be very interesting. It's just getting over the line. I do believe, though, Champions League. I think Haaland, will make a massive difference for them. I really think he will.
I think the difference is, though, when we got rid of Mane and everything
yeah.
Difference is we already had goal scorers in the team, like Diego Jota. Do you know what I mean? Like and Luis Diaz and certain other players. We still had goal scorers in the team. So really and truly, in the day, it's like these players like Jota, Diaz, and so forth can actually replace the goals that sort of like Mane was scoring. Do you know what I mean? May not be able to play like him, but they can replace the goals. The difference is obviously with Man City, they got rid of two big players. Do you know what I mean? They got rid of Sterling, which is a big player for them, and they got rid of Jesus, which is a big player for them.
Massive, yeah.
I don't see any. I just don't see them replacing the goals. Not yet, anyway. Do you know what I mean? Probably not this season. Do you know what I mean? They probably would outscore us, like score more goals than us, living that. But they'll probably be like 3-3 draws, 4-4 draws, and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? You know, and then you know what happened to us last season? It was a draws that killed us. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting watching Man City at the end of the day to see where they're going to get those goals from if Haaland don't score.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just said to Jamie about this Zinchenko thing as well, man. The Cook missing out Kukurea is massive if they don't get him.
Big up, Pat, man. All good, my man. All good.
Big up, Pat, man. Yeah, the doubting 4 out of 5 seasons thing and that it's an easy statement to make, innit? But like the one consistent thing is the fact that Pep Guardiola's a great coach. So it's nothing to do with doubting. It's a new season, innit? And if something changes from your team, that's when the doubt comes. If you kept the same team, I'm not going to doubt you. You just won the league. But there's people in that squad who have gone now who helped you win the league. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Sterling scored goals. He probably didn't score as many goals as he normally did, but he did. I watched Jesus score important goals against Liverpool. So I'm just saying, in them big games, because you're likely to brush everyone else out of the way, and all the smaller teams and that they usually do. But in them big games, Spurs, Man U's going to be better than they were last season, even if they're not going to be up to scratch. Arsenal seemed like a better team already. And don't get me wrong, we have to talk about it as well for us, but we're talking about Man City, and it's them big games, bro. It's them big games. Like, not having Jesus to bring off the bench is massive. He's all coming in. I know it's pre-season and that, bro, but this geezer's just running around scoring goals for fun, and he just looks happy. I mean, he just looks really happy. And that when you have happy Brazilian players, it's a problem, bro.
Yeah, he's got to do well this season.
You seen what Bobby was like when he was happy, bro?
Yeah, exactly. Like Aaron's put here, the problem we might have is replacing the clutch goals of Mane, which is a good point. But
that
is a good point. But I think Nunez can do that. You know, I think Nunez can get the clutch goals.
Yeah,
if you think about it, Nunez got the clutch goal in the Community Shield, didn't he? The third goal to really, finish it off. So
dangerous as well.
That half-hour appearance he had was just amazing. It was amazing.
I just expect him to be better as a number 9 than Mane. Not a better player, not a better left. You know what I mean? But I just expect Mane wasn't a number 9, and Nunez is a number 9. So I just expect him to be better in that spot, because Mane's first part of the season wasn't very good. and Salah fell off. And arguably, if Salah was all right for the end of the season, obviously not putting on his shoulders, but probably would have won the league, bro. Because Mane had to get all them clutch goals then. So
Mane was living on cloud nine. I mean, let's face it, the man was in. He was in a great space in his life. He just won the AFCON for his country for the first time. He's just gone to the World Cup as well with his country, and the man's buzzing. He came back after January just on cloud nine, and but he looks like he'll be such a good player for us in the future. I was impressed with him in pre-season.
I like him.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Morton's gone on loan at Blackburn. That's gone through now.
That's a big move from Morton too.
I've got to say, this player did look better. He had a bit more about his game for me, but
he will look better. He's a bit of a techie one, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's a young boy. Well. He's a young boy as well. Still, he's a young boy. A lot of growing, but the future's bright. The future's bright.
What about that right back that we got? What's that young 70-year-old? What's his name?
Oh, Ramsey.
No, the other one. The one from the academy. Yeah. He looks all right, isn't it? He looks all right. Yeah.
I'll give him in about 2 years. He's going to be absolutely lethal, bro. Because
he's only 17, but he's built like he's 23, ain't he? He's like, he's going to be. We've got some decent young boys there. Big up, Justin. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, mate. So Aguero's questions to his transfer dealings so far. It's a weird one with City this year, isn't it? They're the net spend kings. They're on minus 11 million. Sold a lot of talent off, not going on Cucurella. Now, it's a mad one with Cucurella, isn't it? It's a City need a left back, and you could arguably say the best left back that don't play the top six plays at Brighton, and he's there to be bought, and City have the money, but Chelsea got to beat him to it by the looks of it. By the sound of it, he's agreed personal terms and everything, and don't know what you guys think about that. Is City missing out there?
Congrats, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not making this up, man. You know how much I said I love watching Brighton play football, bro. It's him, man. He's for me, he looks like he can play left back for any team, anywhere, bro. Like he's so good. But the question is, and obviously we'll have to speak to someone who's a Chelsea fan or something like that to know what's going on. But they spoke so much about not having Chilwell last season because he was injured, and he plays on the left, and Cucurella plays on the left, and I'm like, so how are they both playing? Like Cucurella ain't coming to sit on the bench, and you're not paying 50 mil plus for somebody to sit on the bench. So I don't understand. But he's a baller though. He's better than Chilwell.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if he's going to go free at the back again. If he uses Cucurella as a wing back, I promise it's dangerous for everyone, bro. Because him going forward is techie with it, man.
And plus Sterling on that left hand side as well.
Oh yeah,
Sterling on the left hand side as well.
Oh my god, bro! Listen, stop writing off Chelsea, bro. Because if they go and get a striker as well.
Well, they're selling Werner. They're selling Werner. He looks like he's going back to Leipzig. He's definitely like Werner ain't happy in a way. He wants to leave Chelsea no matter what.
He should have come to Liverpool, isn't it? Serves him right.
He didn't want to play for Chelsea. He wanted to come to Liverpool.
He wanted to go to Liverpool, but Liverpool weren't giving him 280 grand a week or whatever it was, like Chelsea were.
Too greedy, isn't it?
I mean, he wanted over 200 grand a week, and Liverpool went and got Jota and put him on 95 grand a week, and now I think he's gone up to like 150. So, it's just, I mean, it's a mad one. It's a mad one. City not getting their play, but Chelsea look like, unless Barcelona come in the 11th hour and knock fuck Chelsea over again, I can't see this deal not happening now. It's a weird one with Chilwell, though, because he's better for me. He's a better left back than Chilwell, and
yes.
I got told that Chilwell was the best left back in the country last season before he got injured, which is
it was a nice like excuse for them in the season. Yeah. That's the reason why they fell away. I'm like, Chilwell's the reason you fell away. That's an embarrassing statement to make, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it tells me that Tuchel don't like Tuchel. That doesn't really rate Chigwell. And
I'm really interested to see how they play, man. And like, there's a few teams, man. I want to see how Newcastle line up, man, because they're going about their business quite smart under the. If they get Maddison, there you Maddison. Because that's the guy I wanted the whole time, and if he goes to Newcastle,
he'd be wicked for Liverpool.
He's a baller, bro.
Newcastle bid 50 million, but Leicester are not even.
They've turned down 2 bids so far.
Yeah, they turned down 40 and 50. Apparently.
You know why they've turned it down, innit? Because it's Newcastle, bro. Like, everyone knows how much money you've got, so
yeah.
I can't. Look what they got from Maguire. You know what I mean? It's just Leicester are hard. Leicester are hard to deal with. They are hard to deal with.
Who have Newcastle brought up?
Leicester want 85 million for Fofana.
Fofana, he's quality though,
but not that he's quality.
They want 85 to 100 million, but Jesus Christ, he had a massive injury.
They're just putting people off, innit? Because they can't afford to lose Fofana.
Yeah,
they can't afford to lose Fofana. I can't see. I can't see Maddison going to Newcastle for anything less than 60 million. I can't see him doing it. Yeah, they're gonna sting him. They're gonna sting Newcastle. I was saying to my mate today, he's a Chelsea fan. I was saying that today, look, at the end of the day, Leicester not stupid. Leicester know at the end of the day, right, that Newcastle's got money. They know they got money in that, right? So this 50 million thing is not gonna work. It's gonna be not gonna work, isn't it? Anything less than 60 million, Newcastle's not getting their player.
Yeah.
So they better come up with 60 million plus. And then Brendan Rodgers is going to talk to him. We'll talk. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, you know, with 60 to 65 million, I think that, right? Rodgers can bring in 2 good players for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. So,
because they've just lost Michael. And to be fair to Leicester, bruv, the season starts on Saturday for them. You can't be taking one of my best players just the week before and think I'm going to sell him for 60 mil when I know you Newcastle. You better give me all the money, all the add-ons and everything. In fact, you better give me a player as well, bro. Like, you're taking a mick, bro.
Yeah, they got.
I like that squad, man, and I like Eddie Howe, bro. So I hope
it's you know, I don't know if you can play Bruno Gomes and Maddison in the same midfield though.
You can. Yeah, you can.
Could be very attacking. We're very attacking.
Oh, mate. Yeah, but they got flipping the steroid done in it behind them. So Joe Linton, who wasn't that big before.
That's a mad one still for me. I just don't know. I don't know if that'd work. I think they concede a lot of goals.
You know, my friend, from Newcastle had a joke about who is the Brazilian one Newcastle's got.
That's what one about
Joe Linton.
Joe Linton. He goes. When he was playing crap, innit? He was playing crap at one time under Steve Bruce and everything. He goes, Joe Linton. He goes, I've seen a better Brazilian on my bird.
He was Newcastle.
I go, you're mad.
The thing with Joe Linton, he was never actually a forward. At his old club either. He just made him a forward for some reason.
Steve Bruce had no idea, bro.
I went back on this comment, so I forgot to show it, but this was hilarious. Have you seen the Arteta playing Never Walk Alone at Arsenal training?
Who sent that to us on Twitter, Jay?
Edward.
It was Edward who sent it.
Yeah, that was just that.
Rods, have you seen that video?
Have you seen it?
What's that one?
I'll send you on Twitter if you ain't seen it.
Yeah, it's
disgusting, bro.
It's cringe city. It's cringe city.
Ooh, yeah, well, Arteta.
Yeah, so because he played Liverpool at Anfield, he wanted to get the team used to how an Anfield crowd sounded. So he had speakers on the training pitch, blurring out "You Never Walk Alone" and stuff.
Oh, Jamie,
I gotta watch that. I gotta watch that.
It's been copyright claimed, bro.
Has it been copyright claimed?
Yeah, but Rogers, if you put it in YouTube, just put Arsenal Amazon clip.
Yeah,
and he's talking about Liverpool, and he said that the one time in his life when he's been rattled is when he came to Anfield and that. And then the next clip, they're bringing out massive speakers onto the pitch, and then all of a sudden you can hear like "You Never Walk Alone" in the crowd and that, and he's like, "We're at Anfield now, guys." And you can see some of the players just jogging away, and I'm like, no wonder Aubameyang left, bro. What's going on?
Like they don't know what Anfield's like. Like they don't know what Anfield's like, though. They played at Anfield before.
You see why Klopp said about the when they asked him about the documentary before, he said no chance. Because they're making these managers like idiots, bro. Like leave it behind the scenes, man.
Yeah, it's true.
We sort of did one, didn't we, with Rodgers in that documentary?
Oh, but that was a pre-season tour, innit?
But he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that. Rodgers said he didn't want to do that.
Man told us Sterling on camera and that, you know, bro.
Yeah, he
told him to
bad him
go
up.
back.
There.
Told him to
Man
go
said
back
Sterling,
home.
don't say steady. He's like, I didn't say it, boss. He's like, you did, I heard you. Don't say steady or you go
You know,
home.
I've gone back and
bro.
I've gone back and watched that and don't know. I've never heard Sterling say it.
It wasn't Sterling.
No, he said he laughed, didn't he? He said he laughed.
Yeah.
He said he laughed. He laughed. He goes, you laugh again and I think that you'll be on the first playing black home. And I think from that day, you know, him and Sterling weren't that good.
He came from QPR. He only came down, 2 hours down the road.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
that is funny, bro.
It sounds a bit wrong when he's
Playing or something like that. He goes, you go home.
That documentary, man.
Yeah, shit.
I can't wait for that documentary.
That was back in our Channel 5 Europa League days.
Yeah, they made Jake Spearing a big deal. They made Jake Spearing a massive deal. Like, they went home with him with his bulldogs and his missus and stuff like that, and filmed Jake Spearing, filmed Spearing in his pool in his backyard and that. And it was like, what is going on?
Here's a big thought for you guys, man. You know how different Liverpool Football Club would have been if we won the league that season.
Yeah.
Rodgers would probably still been in charge.
Yeah.
No Klopp, no Salah,
and another thing as well.
None of these players.
Another thing, how different, right, would Liverpool be if Benitez actually bought Sergio Aguero? Remember, he was the first one that made people know about Aguero when Aguero was with Independiente.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was gonna buy him, but there was something with a work permit. Then remember he went to Spain, didn't he? He played in Spain at Atletico Madrid. He played in there, and from there I think City got him. But how different will Liverpool be if Benitez did actually buy Sergio Aguero?
I remember loads of little transfers that nearly happened. I remember my friend who's a Man U fan bragging to me. I remember it like it was yesterday because he was sick and he was watching the Ashes cricket in his house, and he was like, "Oh, Manchester United's about to sign Torres and that," and I was like, "No way, they're signing Torres, bro." It was young Torres then, and gladly they didn't sign him in it because we would have been screwed. Bro.
Troops, sorry.
Yeah, Troops has been on it, bro. They're celebrating, bro. Them man, they're living their life, man. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
shameless, blood. They're shameless,
bro. Especially Zar, little Booker T and that, bro.
Yeah. That little geezer, that little American geezer. He's hilarious.
Has anyone seen Zara and little Booker T in the same room together? You haven't, bro. It's the same person, bro. I'm convinced.
Yeah, Rafa went to David Silva as well.
Yeah.
He never got his wish though. But he's wanted David Villa, but got Robbie Keane.
Is David Villa one of the most underrated strikers of all time, bro?
Yeah, because he never played out of Spain. No one rates him. It's mad.
Who? Robbie Keane?
No,
David Villa. He was incredible, bro.
Oh, he was amazing.
So what? I'm going to ask you a question about Barcelona. Innit? I know that I already know what you're both going to say, but I disagree on it. You know, Barcelona. Guardiola had the best Barcelona team in it. That's just a fact, innit?
Yeah.
And everyone I speak to is the MSN team what they think is the best Barcelona team. The Messi, Suarez, and Neymar. But I think it was the one before, bro.
The one before.
It was the one.
I think
before.
David Villa. I enjoyed watching the
Messi,
David Villa, Messi,
David and Pedro.
Yeah. Something too.
The one like 2 Champions Leagues in it.
2008, they won 2008 Champions League, and that's the league that they 3-1 in the final, weren't it? And
2008 and then 2011.
Is that the one at Wembley, wasn't it? That's at Wembley, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the one Alex
got jumped.
And Alex Ferguson said, Alex Ferguson said after that game, didn't he? That's the greatest team I've ever played against, and that we couldn't have done nothing different tonight.
Just something about the way they passed the ball, man.
Yeah, the movement.
And it correlated with the Spanish team as well, because obviously Spain just played exactly the way Barcelona did, and they won the Euros, the World Cup, and then the Euros again, back to back. That 5 years of football, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Bro,
they were amazing.
If Gary's on about Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah, that is true. We tried a bid for Cristiano Ronaldo at Sporting Lisbon, and Man United bid £4 million more than us. That's why we went to Man United.
Yeah, I remember when he had. I remember Man United's pre-season, and they played against him. That's the first time I saw him play football. And then the next thing I heard is my friend saying that was signing him, and I was like, I just remember because he was so techy, he had loads of skill in that. But to be fair to Ronaldo, man, big up to him because he worked on his craft. I remember Roy Keane and that used to be pissed with him when he got there. He never used to pass the ball and that, but he was dope, man.
Yeah, that 2008.
Do you remember Samal Sabrosa?
Come on.
Yeah, man. I wish we bought him, you know. Really wish we bought him.
He's one I thought definitely was coming to Liverpool.
Yeah. He actually come to England, didn't he?
Yeah, played against him enough times, man.
Yeah, he's quality, man.
Do you remember Mario Yardell?
Yeah.
And he got fat and went to Bolton.
Yeah, man. Hey, Bolton, even though they weren't doing good in the league, they had a techie team, man.
Yeah, JJ Kocher, man. JJ Kocher.
Ivan Campo at centre back and
Ivan Campo, Jul Kayev.
Ricardo Gardner.
Jul Kayev. Campo.
What was that geezer's name? Was it Jess Maguti, the one who used to do the frog splash as his finisher?
That's it.
The celebration and that. I thought he was going to kill himself doing that, bro. He used to jump so high.
That Bolton team was ridiculous.
We've had. It's been fun in the Prem, man. There's been some like one season wonders. That remember when Michu got to Swansea?
Yeah, he had a great year, and then he went to City, didn't he?
He scored like 22 goals, bro.
No, did he go Black? Was it City or Blackburn he went to?
Blackburn, he went City. I think it was Blackburn.
Yeah. Because Mark Hughes bought him, didn't he?
Yeah, man. There's the Blackburn team back in the day with Morton Gams Pedersen and Tungai.
Yeah. And what's the other one? Roque Santa Cruz.
Roque Santa Cruz, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Listen, even the shit teams had like bad blood. You remember Rodrigo was in the Prem?
Hugo Rodrigo.
Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Colombian international, the dog.
Oh, bro. Yeah, man. These teams, bro. That was back when like Tottenham had flipping Asu Akoto on them, man.
Oh, do you remember me?
Timothy Atubu.
And Kabul.
Kabul when he at Spurs.
Yeah.
Did Harry Redknapp say he was the worst player he ever had or something like that? Fucking Kabul. Fucking terrible player. There's been some shit.
I swear they had like Danny Rose and then they had Kabul and Basong. And that's what Carter, bro. They were never gonna win anything, bro.
Well, Benoit.
Jesus.
Flipping how that tickled me, bro.
Stop it.
Fuck.
Oh God, man. Those days were nice.
Love Island Cav in the chat, bro. Keep your aunties away from him.
Evening, everybody. Late one. Oh,
yeah, man.
It's tomorrow already.
It is tomorrow. It's no longer my birthday. It's shit now.
Yeah, everyone stop wishing happy birthday. It's done.
It's done. The last one just got in. There you go.
Hey, you should do it. That's a good video idea. That is, just talk about like the gems of the Premier League that weren't really big players.
There was so many.
I think I seen whose goal was it? Was it Figueroa who scored from like before the halfway line for Wigan? I was watching it the other day, bro. It was a badass goal. I think it was a free kick against Spurs because I watched Jermaine Defoe score banger. Then he scored from the halfway line. It was like, what?
Who was that other guy? Who was that Portuguese guy scored from the halfway line against Roy Carroll? The Portuguese
Spurs.
one. Yeah, was it Spurs he used to play with?
He was Spurs.
He's a Portuguese fella, Pedro
Mendes.
Pedro Mendes, the Portuguese.
Pedro Mendes.
He scored from the halfway line. And
Pedro.
What?
Yeah,
Pedro
Mendes.
Yeah, and he called it off the
line.
He went over it. He actually went over, didn't he? Actually went over the line.
Went over the line, bro.
And he didn't get the goal.
Yeah, they had Mido up front, bro. The Egyptian king.
Brian
Brian
McBride and Clint Dempsey.
Oh, I swear Brian McBride had black eyes, bro. Like he just had black eyes, bro.
Yeah, he looked like a Yorkshire grey tea bag, didn't he? He had that square head and the blonde hair, didn't he?
Question to you is then, who's the?
You remember Luke Chadwick?
Yeah,
Luke Chadwick. I remember when they played against him in the FA Cup, and he was playing for like some League Two team.
He said football ruined his life, didn't he? Because he got bullied because of the way he looked. And
you're ugly, bro. You should be grateful for your career, bro.
It's like Peter Crouch.
Who's the best American that has been in the Prem?
The best football quote I've ever heard in my life is from Peter Crouch when they said, if you weren't a footballer, what would you be? And he said a virgin.
A virgin,
Big up Crouchy, man.
I love Crouchy because
Crouchy's heavy, man.
Obviously, he's got Abby, and they're proper happy. Ben Thatcher, yes, it was the guy that hit Ben Thatcher.
Ben Thatcher.
Was it Danny Mills? Not Danny Mills. Was it Danny Mills? Who elbowed the shit out of Ben Thatcher?
It was Danny Mills.
Was it Danny Mills? Danny Mills is an horrible prick, though.
And you had the flipping Kieran Dyer and Bowyer fight.
Yeah, but didn't freaking Ben Thatcher elbow the same guy I was talking about? Just talked about.
Oh, Pedro Mendes.
He ran into him.
He did.
Yeah, he ran into him and he knocked him right out. He sparked him right out.
He gave him the old Lex Luger, didn't he? He went,
Lex Luger. Yeah.
Right in his head. Oh, yeah, David Bentley. Oh, didn't he pour water over Redknapp and Redknapp find him?
Yeah, he was in his pants on it. I remember that, man. That was when I got top 4.
Yeah, Klopp would have got rid of him. That wouldn't have happened. George Ware. George Ware's nephew is at Arsenal, weren't he? Christopher Ray. Was that his name?
Yes.
Christopher Ray. Was that? I swear that's his name. Living off his uncle's name and he was dog shit. Absolutely terrible. who was the player? Who was the player Graham Souness signed off Teletext?
That's it. I was going to say that.
A professional footballer.
No, because what it was great that George Ware recommended him to Graham Souness, and he said, "Go and buy this guy. He's good and everything that, right?" And he come on the pitch and he was worse than trash.
He couldn't play football. Yeah. And
he never played football in his life.
Everyone said he was the Teletext signing, wasn't he? He bought off Teletext. I can't remember his name though. If anyone in chat can remember his name, that was
End up playing non-league, didn't he?
Yeah, because he weren't professional at all. Remember David James playing as a striker? I do as well.
Remember when Freddie Adu was the next best thing and he was like 16?
Oh,
playing for all these teams and that.
Yeah. You got some players. There's a lot of players that were going meant to make it big, weren't they? Make a statement at a young age.
Jemba.
You never saw him again.
David Bellion and them man there.
Yeah. You never saw him again. That's
man,
my
you had
worry.
Some stinkers, bro. Man, you had some absolute stinkers, bro.
That's my worry with that's my worry with who's the geezer at prison in Atletico Madrid?
What? Oh, João Felix.
Yeah.
I thought he went to prison for a second. I was like,
well, he's basically at Atletico Madrid.
My
worry is everyone's going to forget how good João Felix actually is because he can't do it.
He's an absolute baller, man.
103 million, I think he was bought for, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he's there for another 5 years, ain't he? In his contract.
He's got 5 years left on his
contract. And the problem is, no one can touch him because of his wages and everything's ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
that Simeone contract, bro.
It's just I wouldn't play for Simeone. Yes,
nah, killed me, man. Yeah, man, you had
Obertan.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say, remember, Obertan was the next big thing, bro. That's when YouTube came out. YouTube came out and told lies with the clips, bro.
Didn't he look a bit like Vin Diesel?
Yeah, bald head, didn't he? He had a bald head.
Bald head.
Hey, you pulled that one out. That is a great throwback.
Kieran Tyler was a baller, but Kieran.
Hey, what about that one, Titus Bramble?
Titus Bramble, bro, Wigan captain and that.
Yeah, he played for Newcastle, didn't he?
Ali Diao was his name, Jamie. There you go. That's the Southampton boy. Ali Diao.
It is one for you. Do you remember when Arsenal signed the?
I know you're gonna say.
Quincy Wissuwa.
I know.
United have bought some shit, ain't they?
Mate, some stinkers, bro. Wissuwa, Ali Adia, all these men are stinkers, bro. Pascal Segan. Yeah.
That's what I couldn't think of his name.
Pascal
and Philip Senderos.
Senderos.
They're stinkers, bro. After that Invincible team, it was over for Arsenal.
That was your deep blood.
Bebe. Do you remember when Man United bought Bebe?
Bebe
as well, yeah.
Didn't he go and play most of his career in Turkey after that or something like that?
Yeah.
And he was actually quite decent over there, but he was just...
Bonkers slapped a good one there, man. Stelios Giannakopoulos.
Oh, yes. Jesus Christ,
yeah, man.
Jeez.
But look, Bonkers has definitely Googled that to get that spelled completely correctly.
Definitely Googled it. That is a copy and paste from Wikipedia right there, bro.
It's like when we had, remember we had Kyriakos, the centre back.
Man.
Kyriakos.
Yeah, you know what though? Saying that though, he was decent in the air though.
In the air, but that was about it.
Yeah, but we only paid we only spent 2 million for him. It was 2 million we got him for.
Yeah, and apparently he was only 27 as well, which is a lie.
Fuck off, he's 47.
We got told lies, man. Even when we brought like old Joe Cole and that, bro. Yeah, we got mugged off a few times, bro.
Oh, that was shit. That was.
Is there something mental? Joe Cole never scored for us or something like that, wasn't it?
He should be getting sent off.
Yeah.
Joe Cole got sent off in his debut.
Yeah.
I know with it.
Then came back and played a couple of games and got a bad injury.
They got sent off again.
Yeah, never saw him again.
Oh, who was that? Who was that left back that we bought? Oh God, the one from West Ham.
Oh,
Kuchelski.
Yeah.
Kuchelski.
The one who lied to us about his hairline, bro, and then all of a sudden he had hair.
Kuchelski, he got it bad though,
Fibs,
didn't he?
bro.
He went Leicester. I think we sold him Leicester, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, his mum was round with Scousers, weren't she?
Yeah. She said something about Scousers that wasn't really nice, and then they just fucked him off.
Do you know what? Robinho might be the most overhyped footballer of all time.
Yeah. Robinho?
Yeah.
Mate, he's the most overrated prisoner of all time now. So good luck.
He was so overhyped.
You know the overhype was. You know the overhype was that guy one Sebastian Veron. Remember Veron? Yeah, remember Man United bought him, and he's supposed to be this really techie, good person, good footballer, because they bought him from Lazio, didn't they? And he just like shit. He was just rubbish.
Dimo's just killed. Dimo. Do you remember Joe, the Brazilian at Man City?
Oh,
yeah.
What a disappointment he was, bro.
With the hair, he had the big fro, if I remember rightly, didn't he? And he's really tall and skinny, weren't he? Absolutely terrible.
Aquilani.
Carlos Vela, the Mexican Messi.
Aquilani looked good before he got to us, and then he was a shambles.
Yeah. I thought Aquilani was going to do well, but he just never did he?
He's more about his freaking hair.
We bought him with a broken leg, like.
No, I got one worse. I got one worse staying on Liverpool. Markovic. Markovic. I thought we were getting the next thing when he
Did you see Markovic's goals in the Legends game?
Yeah.
No.
I just remember Markovic getting sent off in the Europa League, man.
Markovic was absolutely shambolic, wasn't it? Absolutely
shambolic, didn't he? He got sent off.
Aspas took one corner and we sold him.
Aspas took the worst corner of all time, bro.
I was savage. I was just about to ask.
It's terrible.
Give us the highlight that comes to mind when you think.
The thing is,
it's
corner,
just
a corner, isn't it?
Here's one for you. Not only did he take the worst corner of all time, we sold him, and then he finished top goal scorer in the league, bro. And he's done it twice. Well, Ronaldo's been there and Messi. Nah, we got mugged off, bro. We got done over, bro.
And Suso's the one who got away from me.
He went to ACN.
Yeah, he's the one who got away. I think Suso could have been a baller. Luis Alberto too. Luis Alberto is a very good footballer.
He's
doing well at Lazio.
Yeah, he's done well. We've got a bit of a clause in a bit of a sell-on. Clause in that contract as well. Yeah. I think it was last summer he was touted to go for quite a bit of money. Would have made it.
But I don't think because Lazio wanted a bit more because they didn't want to lose too much to Liverpool in that sell-on thing. Ngog, Jesus Christ,
he was all right though. Ngog though, he was all right though. He was all right. Do you remember that goal he scored against Man United? Yeah. The counter attack.
Yeah, Pepe Reina set him up, didn't he, and run the whole.
Yeah, a few people like that, man, like Marcus Babbel and that, bro. He had talent and that, but I don't know what it was, bro. I remember he scoring a banger against like Leon or someone in the Champions League.
I remember that. He just packed it, didn't he?
The away goal.
What, Ryan Babel or Marcus Babel? Because Marcus Babel was the right back.
No, Marcus Babel's the defender, innit?
Yeah. He got Gillen back.
Ryan Babel's Dutch guy.
He got Gillen back.
He lost his ball. He nearly lost his balls on the post, man.
That's Phil Babel, isn't it?
That was Phil Babel, isn't it? Oh,
yeah. Phil Bab. He split his legs on the post, didn't he?
Yeah. We had Yari Litterman. He was good.
Yari Litterman.
Oh, he was brilliant.
Yara Lippman came to Liverpool 4 years too late, though, didn't he? That man.
Yeah, we had old man Littleman, man, but he was dope. Man.
You know the goal he scored against. I always remember this goal he scored against Leverkusen when he had the ball in his foot and he was just making space. Then he just packed it in the bottom corner. I was like, yes, man. I love that you there, man.
Sebastian Cortez, the best thing he ever did was that overhead kick against
that bicycle kick. Yeah.
We lost that game 3-2, man.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah, we still lost. Apparently,
is that Sporting now, I think?
Yeah, apparently Cortez's dad was English.
Scottish.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Yeah, so really his surname's Coates. I don't know why we're going Cortez. Because his dad's Scottish. So that is Coates. It is not Cortez because he's
no, but the thing is, I think the thing is about it, where he's from, the Spanish way you could say it different, and then the Scottish way you could say it different. It's just
here you go. Yeah, exactly. Here you go. McAllister. Could you imagine if Twitter was around back when we bought Gary McAllister in 2000?
Yeah.
At like 30, what was he? 58 years old. I mean, it was
McAllister's look old his whole career, bro.
Yeah. McAllister's never looked young. Even when he won the championship with Leeds in '91, the man looked 50 then, didn't he? He's just
But there's been a few players.
We said he's 58 years old, you know.
Remember when Figgy got to Blackpool, Gary Taylor Fletcher, bro. This geezer looks nothing like a footballer.
Like, I wish I had that photo of Charlie Adam. That photo of Charlie Adam. He looks about 80, don't he? And he's like.
To be fair to Blackpool, that season they were beating some big teams, man.
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
I love their manager. I love their manager, bro.
I think they beat United on the final day to stay up or something like that, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Charlie Adams scored a couple of free kicks or something, I think.
That's right. And then we went and bought him.
Yeah, we bought him that summer after.
That was a mess, man.
Something like that. Yeah.
Mikel Forsell, man, played for Chelsea and Blues, innit? They love him at Blues still, man. They love him down there. When Tottenham had Yidi Arashik.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. But McAllister,
who's the forward that Spurs used to have? Roman Pavlyuchenko, is
it? Yeah.
He scored an absolute scream on the last day of the season, man.
Is he the one who was Shevchenko's mate? And they all thought it was just as good.
Yeah.
Because weren't they the two that played up front for Dynamo Kiev? And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Shevchenko was." I remember Spurs fans talking to me about it because they used to say, "Yeah, Shevchenko was only as good as he was because of him." So he's going to be diamond, and it's like, no. Shevchenko.
Nah, you know what he is, Cav? He's one of them players that like he scored like 6 screams, but that's all he scored, and he just lives on in your memory.
That's it.
Do you remember Veron?
Shamak was trash.
Do you remember Andre Vernon? Andre Voronin.
Voronin were well class in every pre-season
with his long blonde hair.
He brings him back for Legends games and that, and I never recognized it because he got short hair. I'm like, well, who invited him? He's not a legend, bro.
Voronin in pre-season always looked well class, and then the season started, he was dead.
Gang and Deep's funny, man. That Hierro that Bolton got was old, bro.
Fabio Hierro.
Hierro passed it, bro. Because he was playing in that Madrid team before Michel Salgado and that, bro. Bad boys.
Didn't he take over as manager when?
Yeah, he did.
Dice left for a little bit.
Yeah, 1 season or half season. Bruno and Gotti and them, man.
Dudek's your favourite ever goalkeeper. Yeah, I like Dudek. Dudek was a good keeper.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, man. We've had some erratic goalkeepers, though, man. All of our goalkeepers seem to have like something wrong with them, bro. Like every now and again, they just jump out the goal. I don't know what's wrong with them, man.
Yeah. So many times, bro. Sammy Vestergaard, he was one for that. Always coming off his line.
Yeah, he never got enough of a chance. He didn't, but he did come off his line a lot, man.
Yeah, McAllister's goal against Everton. That's still one of the maddest Merseyside derbies I've ever watched.
Yeah,
that 2001 game.
I really missed watching Gerrard against Everton, man. I used to be the moments when Gerrard was in that squad, bro.
Oh, King Clancy, the Georgian warrior. Didn't he play for Newcastle?
Yeah, you remember Peter Lovenkrantz? He played for Newcastle.
Peter Lovenkrantz. What a terrible
couple of Rangers, didn't
they? Yeah. Demo Dre just put a good one in there. Edin Dzeko. He is actually a top forward, and he is. He's right. He is underrated. Really underrated.
Yeah, brilliant. It's because he's one of them big strikers. Everyone don't think they're like very good players, but
good with his feet though. He is
tremendous
good with his
footballer. Very good footballer.
Yeah.
Djokovic. Yeah, he
was touted to be the next big thing.
He was meant to be he was meant to be the next big thing as well, weren't he?
Madrid was a shambles, man.
What was the other one? Alexander Pato.
Oh yeah.
He was meant to be the next big thing as well, weren't he? No, don't he play in Russia now or something like that?
They were clutching at straws, Brazil. After they lost their big dons, they were just clutching at anyone.
Remember
their striker Fred? The striker Fred.
Yeah, the old Fred. The old Fred. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can you remember Wilfred Bonney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had one good season his whole life, didn't he? And
he used to do that celebration, innit?
Then he went City, yeah.
Yeah, they had what was that geezer, the Greek one
as well?
And his nickname was Tragic. Is it Samaras?
Georgie Samaras.
Oh, Georgia Samaras.
Samaras.
Greek one.
Nickname is literally Tragic. That's what the Man City fans named him, bro. That's disrespectful, man.
He looks like Freddie Mercury, doesn't he?
Yeah, he went. he went to Celtic. Did he go to Celtic? I think it's Celtic. He went there, didn't he? He went to Celtic.
Villa had some players back in the day, that like obviously because Villa's team wasn't the greatest, but they had Juan Pablo Angel.
Yeah.
And then they had was it Benito Carboni? These men were born. Yeah. And then I think they took Barros off us, innit?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Fucking Barros. I couldn't stand Barros.
Yeah, I always loved that, man. But some of these teams, man, like I remember like Sunji High used to score for Bolton every now and again, bro. He used to crease me, bro. But score one goal a season and that, bro.
Matt Letizia might be the most underrated number 10 ever.
Yeah, he's incredible, man.
Such a
Gaston Ramirez.
Ramirez.
What? Dude, stop that, man. That's a name I have for a long time.
Yeah.
Is that the Chelsea boy? No, there was a Ramirez at Chelsea, weren't there?
I don't know. He was there.
Yeah, there was a Ramirez at Chelsea. He's a Brazilian, that one who was like a right back, like a right wing back. Yeah. The one you were talking about, Jamie.
Yeah.
There's another one. Right, I think it was another one. Yeah. Saints.
That's a good one. Nobby Solano, man.
Kevin Phillips.
Villa.
Kevin Phillips, a little player. Oscar. Oscar
sold out for the big money, man. Because
he went to China, didn't he, and started earning like 80 million a week or something like that.
When he only 25 or something when he went.
Yeah. He just went for the money. He went fuck this some game because
he was good. He was at Chelsea when they played the 4-2-3-1, and they had who did they have there? Willian, Oscar, and probably Hazard at the time. I can't quite remember, but they were brilliant. They were brilliant as a three behind the forward.
I think he left after the 2014 World Cup. You know, when Brazil got spanked. By Germany.
And he went to China. He just went for the money. He heard they were giving him $1 million a week, and he went.
Yeah, then the Chinese league just imploded. But loads of top players went to China, did they? It's a shame, really.
It's because the Chinese government just started paying everyone's football club, didn't they? And now they've stopped that. And the money ain't there no more.
What was that team what everyone went to first? The Russian team before China, and Etu went there as well.
I know you're talking about.
And they were paying like some mad money to people.
Oh, and it was like 1,000 miles away from Moscow.
Yeah, and then
in the middle of nowhere.
I remember like
the
highest paid player in the world was Lavezzi at the time.
Yeah, and when the Dutch manager was their manager.
Yeah.
Gus Hiddink.
Gus Hiddink was the manager.
Gus Hiddink,
yeah. It became A, didn't it?
It was a mad team, man. But
it's like I remember Eto'o did a documentary about it, and it's like 1,000 miles away from because Russia's huge, ain't it?
Man, they had that shooting money, bro.
And when it on the border of Mongolia or something like that.
Yeah, bro.
I remember
Russia just have a load of land for no reason. Just call it Russia. It's not Russia, bro. The whole thing all the way up to China, Siberia. Get out of it, man. Thieves, bro. Well, anyway, if you hear me say that, it wasn't me. It was I ain't taking it.
Stephen Ireland. Do you remember when Stephen Ireland rung up the national coach and told him his grandmother died because he went to go on the piss and she never well alive? Why would you do that?
Anzi, that's Anzi.
Anzi.
Yeah, I can't pronounce the second part, but
is it Anzi something with an M after that?
Yeah, Maka.
What is that question? Oh, the Kevin Phillips. You think
Sunderland Kevin Phillips?
Yeah. Do you think it was just a stat padder? There you go.
No, he wasn't a stat padder, bro. This geezer's a baller, bro.
He was good. He
did it for every team he went to as well. Yeah. Baller, man.
Comes from down mine.
Alex Teixeira,
running stuff at Sunderland, bro.
Alex Teixeira, we was meant to buy him, weren't we?
Yeah.
And he went to Russia, didn't he?
Oh, Rocky Rocastle, what a baller, man! Big
See
up.
Yeah. I saw a documentary on him, you know.
Yeah, David.
I saw documentary on him.
Woolwich and Broccoli boys or something, weren't it? And
I can't watch anything of Rocastle anymore because I'd always think of Ian Wright starting crying and then he got upset. I don't know why, man.
Ian Wright loved the man, didn't he?
Yeah, there was buddies in it because I think he
proper.
They came from the same area.
He was responsible for Ian Wright going to Arsenal, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he was responsible for Ian Wright going to Arsenal.
They came from Broccoli, which is just like outside Lewisham. And And they were good mates. They were good mates.
I think Mark Bright's thingy, right, his brother-in-law, isn't it? Married to his sister.
That's right.
Rocastle's heavy, man. It was heavy.
Ian Wright's a secret Liverpool fan, by the way. I'm telling you.
Uncle Ian, man.
Of course he is.
Have you seen the way he talks about Liverpool? The man loves the club. Loves the club. I see. And then when he was singing out, "You Never Walk Alone in Anfield," he's like, "Man, you don't do that if you ain't got a little bit of a."
Of course he has. Of course he has.
Affection for the certain club. Let's talk about Let's talk about Jota's contract. Jota's contract, guys. How we feel?
Brand new deal. 5 years.
Brand new deal. 5 years. I mean, it's just another player we just signed up. You know, and it's. I think they were talking about it today. I was actually listening to Sky Sports talking about it today, and they were saying about. Liverpool do it properly. You know, they get players in, they recruit really, really well, but they don't offer them the massive wages straight away. They give them something to play to, and then they play to it, and you get them wages, and then you stay at the club. And if Liverpool don't think you're good enough, they sell you. It's as simple as that. And Jota got awarded for his 2 good years. Do you see his goals for game ratio numbers as well? It was ridiculous.
145, isn't it? It's one.
Yeah. I mean. It's like I think he's 39 Premier League games he's played for Liverpool, and he's got like 24 goals.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous numbers.
He got 4 assists and got goals per minute, something like it's like 145 minutes or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
I don't get why it's not spoke about more about Jota. Why we seem to diss.
Probably because our fan base spent the flipping last part of the season slagging him off, bro. That's probably why. He's a baller, man.
It's
I've always loved Jota.
Have you heard about Cristiano Ronaldo talks about Jota for Portugal? He says he's going to be their next star.
Yeah, well, if you've watched Portugal of late, well, not of late, but like since Jota's been in that Portuguese side, he's been one of the standout players.
Yes. Yes.
And they've got that. You look at that Portugal lineup; they've got quality all over the pitch, and Jota stands out. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny though? These players, they can be brilliant, but they have to get injured to get a contract. You notice this? It's like a little.
I think it's like, right, they're at home.
Yeah.
they're at home, bit bored. Let's cheer them up a little bit with a bumper contract. Now I don't know if he's gone up in wages or they're just.
I think he would have gone up in wages, to be fair.
But I'm sure they would have gone out in wages. Nothing's come out about it so far, but. I remember, I think he was on 95 grand a week when we signed him, so it's definitely gone up a little bit. That's the way you do it.
Bump him up to a nice 120 or something, man.
It's like Man United trying to get offering De Jong 450 grand a week. It's just,
fucking hell.
That's what they're offering him. That's just madness. It's absolute madness.
It's madness as well when you look at, there's got to be people at United looking at Liverpool and how they do business and their success and haven't tweaked yet that signing a player that doesn't want to come to you on a contract that big is still going to work. Baffling. It's not as if there isn't teams out there that are doing it the right way and being more successful. Strange. But great for Jota though. Just quickly on him. Obviously, Nunes coming in could have put his nose out of joint a little bit, and it just shows how much fight the guy's got in him. That he doesn't seem fazed by that at all. Signs a new contract and knows that when he gets back fit, he's got the quality to get back in that side. It's not as if Nunes is a young player. He's going to be there for just as long as Jota will be. So he's got to back himself, and he does.
Yeah. I think what Jota has over Nunes, he can play off the left as well. So Jota can play, he's a bit more versatile. But no, as you say, he's backing himself, and I love to see it. And we need a squad. Shows how good the squad is, don't it? I mean, that just shows.
But if you look at the squad, I don't know if it means anything for that. But if you look at the squad, you got groups of players at the end of the day that can make other players that they feel at home. You got the Portuguese lads, like the Brazilians, and you got like Jota, and then they speak Portuguese, and Fabio Carvalho speaks Portuguese. You also got like Diaz speaks Spanish, and I think he speaks a bit of Portuguese, but he speaks Spanish mainly. Then you got Nunes that speaks Spanish and everything that. Do you know what I mean? And you got then you got the German speaking players. Do you know what I mean? I think see, Dutch people can understand German. They may not be able to speak.
Very similar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very similar, and I think that. You know what I mean? So you got like Matip, and you got like you got like Van Dijk, yeah. But then you got like the Scottish people who just brought in Cameron Ramsey. So everybody's gonna feel at home because they're always gonna have somebody that they can, gel with and blend with. You understand what I'm saying? That's on their wavelength for the flat, and it makes a good mix for your team. Do you understand what I'm saying? I said to this Man United guy, and I think that is Man United sport. I said to look, the best thing you can hope for with your team, just keep on ticking over. If you can pick up a League Cup here, pick up an FA Cup there, and everything that, right, and get yourself in good stead in the league and everything that. That's all you got to worry about. Those days will come back, but to expect it to come now, it's not going to happen. No matter how much money you throw at it, it's not going to happen because every team has their time where they dominate the English football and for that. Now is not your time. The main thing is at the day is to keep on ticking over. It makes no sense that they throw money at players and everything that because they're only going to come to your club because for the money. They're not going to come to your club for the passion of the club. Do you know what I mean? You keep on throwing money at players and everything that, you're going to go wrong. Something serious is going to happen. Your club's going to get bankrupt. Do you know what I mean? Which I hope he does anyway, because like it's Man United. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But just keep on ticking over. Keep on ticking over.
You've just yet to humble themselves in it. They've always thought they're better than they are. Even they were better. They were a really great team, and then bit by bit they've been regressing. And then when you speak to their fans and see how the clubs ran, you're like, you lot still think you're the same Man U. Meanwhile, like Arsenal had to humble themselves and change their squad. Chelsea's rebuild is usually sack the manager and spend money. And man, they fall behind. And I hope they never reach the heights again. The scumbags, bro.
I know. Fucking, I can't stand them.
Who's this Wrestling Pod YouTube channel?
Wrestling Pod. Where are they in the chat?
No, they just DM'd me on Twitter about something wrestling related. I was just looking at these things. Wrestling Pod. He's got a channel. He just asked me if I wanted to come on it and talk wrestling. So I don't know where he's seen me before.
That's random, isn't it?
I just get random. I usually get random naked men photos. So this was different. Still happens, by the way. One a day.
Talk about that, yeah. I'm not being funny, right? Just change the subject for a bit, right? Has anybody ever seen that woman footballer, Lehman? Is it Lehman?
Yeah.
Alicia Lehman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know about her.
She plays for,
we know about her, Rod.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I see someone on you. Listen, I see someone on YouTube today. Jano Star. That's all I gotta say. Jano Star.
Thing with Alicia Lehman as well. She comes on the pitch with like the makeup and all that done.
Yeah.
It's Fingy's wife, isn't it? It's Douglas Costa's wife.
Yeah.
Play for Villa. But,
remember she was going out with some woman before, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she's with some woman before, and she left the woman for him.
I mean,
she left the woman for him, Star.
I mean, it's that's who it is. Yeah, Wrestling Days, that's who it is. Yeah, they just messaged me. No, she's special. Like my mate said, he's never watched a game of football with a box of dishes before. It's just mad. It's just mad.
No, Mrs. dropping techers on me in the living room and that with the football. No way, bro.
Chelsea submitted a bid worth more than 50 million for Krill on Tuesday evening. Club are hopeful to reach a full agreement.
Yeah, Chelsea going to get him.
Up yourself,
I think you talked about it earlier, didn't you guys? But I think just to add to a couple of the points that you guys made. Chilwell, for me, I know you've said you don't think he's all that. I think he is quite a good left back.
Yeah.
But I think the Cucurella deal is just to help nurse Chilwell back to full fitness and match sharpness, because he's come off the back of a real serious injury. So they can't throw him back in. And I was listening to one of the Chelsea guys, and they were saying that they don't think Chilwell will be able to come in and do 90 minutes for quite a while. So that's the position that actually they did look to strengthen it. And like you said, Cucurella is, outside of probably our couple of lads, and
I would laugh as well if that happened.
Yeah. He's a great player, Cucurella, though. He is a great player.
He's the best left back out of the top six, definitely.
I don't know who Man City go for now, though. There's not.
They go for a youth left back. Apparently, he's like 20 years old, but he's for the future. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do.
I suppose for them, worst case, they'll just stick Cancelo at left back again, like they did last season. But
Cancelo got ripped apart on Saturday playing at left back. Absolutely ripped apart. I mean, Salah was walking past him at times. Saying that it's Mo, ain't it? I mean, Mo looks.
Yeah, but you say that. I was pleased to see that Mo was going at people again, because he kind of
fresh.
That's Mo at his best, taking people on, going both ways. Ultimately ended up on his left foot and trying to curl on him. But that we need that Mo all this season. We don't need. I know he's going to come up. He's going to be doubled up on and come up against low blocks, and there's not going to be a lot of space. But we need that confident Mo that's running at people, because he'll do anybody. He'll do anybody. Cancelo was just his victim at the weekend. That's all.
Oh, massively as well. And look, I've said this to Cancelo a lot. Cancelo gets done quite a lot as a fullback. A lot of players always go past Cancelo and nothing's ever said. And Cancelo's, I was actually looking at Cancelo's stats the other day, actually. His stats ain't that great.
Is he Portuguese?
Yeah, because he gets a couple of bangers every now and then in the league, everyone just assumes he's this amazing left back going forward. And his stats ain't actually that. I mean, Kieran Tierney, when he's fit, has got better stats than Cancelo.
Bro, it's not that.
When you talk about goals,
when is Tierney ever fit, bro?
That's the problem. He's a quality left back as well, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely quality. Yeah, I think Salah's going to be the player of the year this year.
Yeah.
And
if
Thiago stays fit, he could be as well, because he's looking different.
Yeah, different gravy, man. Different gravy.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to how the club handles Thiago this season, because obviously we all know about his injuries and all that. Yeah, he gets the odd knock here and there, but he's come out this season and said Klopp showed him how to run. He showed him how to run. So I said it last season. Thiago's never had a pre-season with Liverpool.
No.
And Thiago even admitted that this is his first pre-season since he's been a Liverpool player. And this pre-season, Klopp's apparently been teaching him how to run.
It makes sense what you're saying, because for Bayern Munich, that centre circle was his spot, man.
Yeah.
He didn't have to leave it very often.
Yeah. And
he played it. Sorry to go across here. I remember when he played, was it Paris Saint-Germain?
PSG, yeah.
And he literally just commanded, from a DM position, he commanded the whole game. It's just horrible.
I think Thiago might be a lot fitter than people think this season. I think he might get the odd injury here and there, but he might be just out for a game or two. Nothing major.
Yeah.
But I think Thiago will be a lot fitter than people think he'll be this season. A bit like Matip. Matip got a proper pre-season last year. They put him on a brand new program, and look, he looks as strong and fit as I've ever seen him.
He's quality, isn't he? He's quality.
Top player, Matip is, man.
Yeah, I was thinking Kanate might take his spot coming this season, but after I saw Kanate, Van Dijk and Matip on Saturday, I was thinking, it's still. Yeah,
you use Matip all you can, innit?
Yeah.
Would you put Matip in midfield as a DM? Would you do that?
No.
It's funny when people have them conversations. Trent's the one that people always talk about, don't they?
Trent would have worked midfield.
Yeah, you don't underestimate the position that these lads play. It's not going from centre back to playing a defensive midfielder. It might only be 10 yards ahead or whatever, but it's a different game. It is a different game. Look at Fabinho, right? If you call him a central defensive midfielder for us, our number 6, he will be starting the press at times. He isn't beyond the halfway line. He's all over the pitch sometimes.
Fabinho's right back before, isn't it? Not for Liverpool, but he's right back before.
Monaco. I think he played right back. Played right back
for Real Madrid as well, but it was only for like a year.
And he played right back for Brazil a few times. I want to pick. This is Skater Girl has got this here. Do you think in years to come we'll see a mixed football team, i.e. men and women?
No, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
Like mixed doubles tennis. I think the difference.
No, that ain't it. No, I'm not watching
what I've said about...
if Felicia's in there, I'll watch it still.
Yeah. I think the difference between team sports like rugby and football is that men are just stronger and faster, and that's not a sexist comment. It's just a genetic fact. There's nothing,
science, bro.
It's just genetics. Men are stronger and faster. I would feel worried. I don't care how technically good the female is in a man's game. It just won't work in a team.
I'll play against them. I'll 2-foot a girl. It don't bother me. I'll take her out.
In tennis, like I've said it in tennis, is Serena Williams arguably the greatest female tennis player of all time. If she played in the men's game, she wouldn't win a Grand Slam.
Well, I watch mixed doubles. Mixed doubles is different to football, and because it's individual on your own, and that works fine. That does, but you are right. Like
in a team game, it would.
I do sports science and that, bro. I'm telling you, the equivalent is, it's like playing on people on enhanced drugs, isn't it? Because we got way more testosterone and that. So that's what would happen if you took steroids. It's the same as playing against that. And I watched. I don't know if you guys watched this in the Olympics when they did the mixed relay for the first time.
It was terrible.
If you haven't watched it, go on
YouTube.
It's gonna make you laugh in it. It shouldn't make you laugh, but it's...
Michael Johnson, one of the greatest athletes of all time, said this is disgusting and shouldn't happen because
what's happening is
you're
China
seeing women
to be smart in it.
Yeah, and you're seeing women getting lapped, and they got like a lap start, and it's just like
I promise you, China tried to be smart, and they put a man first while everyone else chose women to go first in the relay, and it looked good. It looked good for the first lap because he just dusted everyone. He went past until they handed the baton over, and it's just
they got lapped. They just got lapped.
They got lapped.
It's just you got to leave things be. I don't understand this constant need to put everyone playing together. I really don't understand the need for it. Just have what I've always said: if there's a woman's side of the game in any kind of sport, try and put as much money into it as you humanly can, and try and get as many TVs around the world as you can to get people watching it and build it up from there.
I think the sports where it don't matter, innit? And for them sports, that's fine.
Darts.
I think the
Olympic sport.
A short answer to the question is if it's sellable, if there's enough interest, and I think the only world I can really envisage it happening is if it starts off small. So it starts off as the 6-a-side masters football or something like that, and the interest builds and it creeps into 11-a-side games and
like
stuff.
It is now with the women's game. It's just getting there now, and it's taken a long time.
Yeah,
but then again,
there has to be interest. There has to be sponsorship. Did you see everything that comes with it?
Did you see Arsenal fans taking that World Cup off the Lionesses? By the way,
no.
Yeah, because obviously the main player in the goal scorer is an Arsenal women's player, isn't she? And they're basically saying Arsenal won the European Championships.
I think with that question, I think I hope they never do it, and I don't think they will. But need to be careful in it because the women have been fighting their ass off to really get noticed as women football, and all of a sudden you're going to mix it up. It's kind of like taking it off a minute. Let it get to a level what they can do in that, and everyone will start showing more interest in it.
I said it after the game. Give them the money now. You're never going to have a bigger chance to make the women's game bigger as it can be right now. And it starts from school. If the girls want to play football, let them play football, not netball. It shouldn't be boys play football, girls play netball. If the girls want to play football, let them play football. Starts from there, then it goes into grassroots. It goes into society, And you build it from there, and you give the girls the biggest chance they can ever have. Just don't start comparing and trying to merge everything into one, because it's stupid. It's stupid. Just let everyone have their own.
Follow the US model, man. USA do the women's game proper, man. Like,
yeah. Just let everyone have their own sport.
If it ain't broke, let's face it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I've got to go. I've got to go now because my battery's dying, and plus I got to work in the morning and stuff.
Yeah, man.
No worries.
11:00 anyway. But you know what? I had to jump on and big up my brethren Jamie on his birthday, man. I had to big him up still, man.
Thank you very much.
Jamie's a real one, man. Trust me, he's a real one. No, real talk. He's a real one, man. Still it. So I had to big him up still. But if you Jamie, can you message me Cav's channel? Cav, you got a channel, didn't you?
No, I've not got a channel. No, I've not got.
He does.
If you want to,
he does a lot of Love Island watch-alongs.
Yeah, it's finished now, so it's no good. You don't need to follow me.
I don't have that, mate. Don't have that, pal.
Hey, Rods, I dropped my Twitter in the chat, and you can follow. If you got Twitter, yeah.
Yeah. I'll follow you on Twitter, bro.
I'll follow you on Twitter, bro, and we can talk football on there and whatever.
There you go.
Yeah, man. All right then, guys. Listen, take care, guys, and nice talking to you all. Yeah.
We got
See you.
See you later, my man. See you later, Rods. Love to Rods.
Yeah, the whole sports thing is mad, man. I hope.
Just leave everything be. Just did you see when Mark? What's his name? What's the American tennis player? The old guy who used to scream and shout at everyone in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, fuck's sake! What's his name again, man? I love him as well, man.
You can't.
McEnroe, not McEnroe.
McEnroe. That's it. You can't be serious.
Yeah.
Well, he got
be serious.
He got like, was it a year ago? He got in a bit of things saying about Serena Williams, didn't he? When he said she's the greatest female tennis player ever, but if you put her in a men's game, she wouldn't win a Grand Slam. And then they tried to mock him on national TV, didn't they? And said, "You want to take that back and apologise for what you said?" He said, "No."
But then they've done the stats on it, and then they realised that she would have been 44th in the world.
Yeah, it's just that no matter, like, men are just stronger and more.
All you have to do is look at the serving speed. Just look at the difference in that.
And it's like in athletics, you got, you're not going to put the fastest woman in the world, who's still the world record holder, by the way, wouldn't get to the semi-finals of Olympic.
Who is the fastest woman in the world? Is it Shelley Ann Fraser still?
Yeah. Go like it's just leave everything separate. I hate all this thing where you merge.
All I'm saying is the fastest woman in the world, Theo Walcott's faster than her. So
yeah, it's just leave everything separate. Let them have.
You guys got a thing for Theo Walcott, every other second.
Theo Walcott's the man. Theo Walcott's the man. But leave everything, just leave everything be. Just put money into the women's sport. Put money into women's sport. I've got daughters. I want daughters to do sport when they're older and look at female, heroes.
Mate, there's plenty of sports where I prefer to watch women anyway. Bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like
the Commonwealth Games, I'm not
volleyball,
give a damn about it. But as soon as the gymnastics touches down, I'm off, man. I love the gym, bro. That is the most impressive. Nah, it's not even a weird thing, bro.
Gymnastics is amazing.
It's the most impressive thing.
Do you know the core strength you got to do gymnastics?
Put it this way, I can lift heavy weight in the gym, and then you put me on to the stuff what they do, and I'll just get on the ring, bro.
Have you ever tried to go on the ring? Have you ever tried to go on the ring and pull yourself up and hold yourself down? You can't do it.
I'll tell you now, right? I play football 2-3 times a week, and I train most days. My girlfriend, she does CrossFit. I went to a CrossFit session about 3 weeks ago, right? It was different, right? I had to stop, right? I was so embarrassed. I had to stop and walk outside the gym just to get a breath of fresh air and stop myself throwing up. And obviously that is both, weights and gymnastics and stuff. It's different level.
Yeah, CrossFit's mad. That's like the elite of the elite, man. Because you got everything put together. They're normally classed as the fittest people in the world, isn't it? And you see the top stars on that, the women. Abs are a problem, bro. So I tried it on them rings loads of times because I tried to go into calisthenics and that, and mate, I was shaking like flipping Amy Winehouse in Shoreditch, bro. Like it was a madness, bro.
Fucking hell. Amy Winehouse.
Right, big up Amy Winehouse, man. She's legend, bro. Like that.
Shaking in Shoreditch. Jesus Christ. Oh, where do we go from there? Yeah, the fastest woman is still Elaine Thompson. Yeah.
Oh, it's Elaine Thompson.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about the women's game is the goalkeepers are shocking. Yeah, I mean, I don't think a lot of the problem the women's game.
You know why, bro? I told you this already, man.
Their height, they're just not.
I told you this already, man. I even told the women on Twitter, bro. They didn't thank me for it, but
it's just their height. I mean,
I presented them with like clear science, bro, and the average height of a woman and the crossbar, and I'm watching women get lobbed inside. The person who lobs them is in the box with them, and they can still lob them, bro. So it's bring the goal down a little bit. It's not a problem.
If you're playing, they're playing in the same size goal men playing, and a male goalkeeper can just do that and touch the crossbar, can't they?
Yeah.
With ease, you know. It's not fair to them in a way because they're playing in the same size goal and they're like
exactly
5'4". It's just not, you know. It's like. You put Danny DeVito in goal, you know, you got problems, ain't you? You know what I mean?
All the people to choose from.
It's the only little man I could think of.
The
only little man I could think of at the top of my head. Danny DeVito. Do you know
he's
what?
Selling the dream, any Danny DeVito. You know what? He's the only geezer I've seen that small. Who's getting away with not being saying he's a dwarf and that, bro. This geezer's not tall at all, bro.
No, not at all. And the only reason it came to my head is because I watched Batman Returns last night. That's quality.
That's mad. I watched Thingy yesterday. Junior.
Oh, Junior.
Is Junior or twin? Yeah, one on.
Junior's mad. Oh, and he has a baby.
Yeah. You know what's the other one? You got Junior, and then what's the other one when the brothers, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger? Twins.
They're bringing the sequel out, ain't they?
Bro, I don't know why this woman always pops in my head. You know the one Arnold's with in that movie. It's his girlfriend. Go and watch it back, bro. She's ridiculous, man.
The blonde sort.
Mate, that was before like ass implants and all that business. She is different, bro. I'm watching Baywatch yesterday as well. It's on Amazon Prime, all the episodes and that, you know.
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Look at Savage's day is mad. Baywatch in the middle of the day.
No, I'm with Savage. This is mad. This is because
all the episodes are on there, bro.
I've been watching it on Prime as well. It's like,
bro, it's incredible, bro.
I've been watching it for educational reasons, yeah.
And that's me too. I'm trying to learn how to swim, bro.
And I was watching an episode the other day because I just love the fact they're lifeguards who then become detectives at night, and it's just it's just the maddest thing. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's the greatest program of all time. I don't care.
Being a lifeguard literally has nothing to do with law enforcement, like nothing at all.
The Hoff can go and arrest people, and he's a lifeguard. He can track people down, and then he's got his mate who's actually a copper. Do you remember Baywatch Nights?
Yeah.
When he went with his mate who's actually a copper, and they gave him like a temporary like badge, so they can actually arrest people and stuff like that.
Right.
It was just,
all I know is
that
has one of the greatest theme songs of all. Bro, I can't skip that theme song, bro. As soon as the beat drops in that. Come on, man.
Kelly Preston. Yeah.
Yeah, big up Kelly Preston, man.
She was married to John Travolta. She passed away. Yeah, John Travolta. Yeah, I don't think he's straight, but there you go.
Nah, his daughter. I think his daughter just said in a biography what she released like 3 months ago about it or something. But
yeah, John Travolta.
He's a bad boy actor, though. Give him that.
I love
Travolta. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's a great film. Yeah, John Travolta's quality. He was dead and buried though, and Tarantino brought him back, didn't he?
Yeah. Tarantino's a weird guy, bro.
Only son in Philadelphia is unreal. Danny DeVito.
See, Cav's face is one of the weirdest guys I've ever seen, bro.
A story's coming out about Tarantino in so many years' time. I'm telling you now, and we'll all just look at each other and go, "Yeah, that's believable."
All I'm going to say is,
if a story comes out about Tarantino, I'll be like, "Yeah."
All I'm going to say is, has everyone watched Dusk Till Dawn?
Quality film. He wrote.
You watched that, Cav? George Clooney and Tarantino.
Oh, okay.
I might have. I have seen Tarantino films, but I'm not.
It's not his film. He wrote it.
Yeah, and it's a vampire film. It's like it's Salma Hayek's first movie.
Salma Hayek. Yep. He does this dance to George Clooney, and he.
Oh mate, it's this. But in that movie, they're brothers, and they're gonna get some money handed off to them by some Mexicans in it, and they go to a bar, and it's just full of vampires. But Tarantino's character in that. The brother is a perv on it. Yeah. He's like he's got this sexual thing where he can't
be around women on his own. Yeah.
Nah, because he has to rape them. That's what it is, yeah. And if you watch that performance and then watch how he's in real life, you're like, oh, hold on a minute, bro. This geezer's not acting, is he? It just seems very weird, bro.
Yeah, Tarantino's. If stories come out about Tarantino, I wouldn't be shocked because I'll be like, I've watched these films. Yeah, I'm not. Do you know, have you ever watched True Romance?
Yeah.
Quality film. It's the first film Tarantino ever wrote, ain't it? He did direct it, but he wrote it.
Weird guy, man.
Quality film. And,
Tarantino or Scorsese? Come on. What's the?
Yeah,
which one we saying? Choose.
Oh, that's hard. I'm gonna go Scorsese, but that's
come on, you have to, bro. Scorsese's got like
He's made some of the greatest movies ever. Good.
He has like a certain style in it that you can tell it's his movie straight away. Because normally, in a Scorsese movie, the person's narrating the movie on it. Like no matter what it is, they're always narrating it. Like Wolf of Wall Street, the person's walking it through. Wolf of Wall Street is one of the best movies of all time, bro.
Yeah, quality film. There ain't actually a terrible Scorsese film.
No, it doesn't have one. Every time I mention Wolf of Wall Street to someone, the first thing they say to me is Margot Robbie. I'm like, bro, no one want to talk about flipping Leonardo's performance, no? But
no, you got to talk about Margot Robbie. I mean, there's that scene where she's like, yeah.
See, everyone loves that scene, but the scene is the one in the nursery, bro.
Yeah, and she's
that's just... Yeah, Margot, man. Oh, I've been a fan of Margot since Home and Away, man. So this is what it is, bro.
Yeah, Neighbours.
It's Thor who was in Home and Away.
I watched the final ever episode of Neighbours the other day, by the way.
Me too, man. Cole was in it and that, bro. I thought he died.
Yeah, it's finished, doesn't it? Now, yeah.
I watched it. It's an hour long episode, and it's like it's all right actually.
Meanwhile, Irene's still running around in Summer Bay, bro, with Alf.
Alf and Irene. It's Marilyn.
Marilyn. Hey, hold on. How did Fisher end up with Marilyn, bro? This geezer was like 70 and a head teacher. Marilyn was like 30, bro.
And he had a perfectly flat head, didn't he?
Yeah, he looked like Mo from The Simpsons, innit? Madness.
And he got Marilyn. True Romance is top notch. Casino is a quality film.
Oh, it's incredible, man.
Sharon Stone is an utter bitch in that movie.
Basic Instinct.
Oh, but yeah, yeah. Do you know? I'll let you into a sort of thing right now. First time I ever watched Basic. No, this ain't going nowhere like that.
I was about to say, because Sharon Stone, for some people, is like the almighty, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's a ledge, especially if you're around my age. Sharon, the first time I ever watched Basic Instinct was actually with my mum. Do you know how awkward that was?
No. That's the first time I watched it as well, bro.
It was so awkward. She went, I put on this crime thriller.
I had to grab a cushion. I did, bro.
She went, I put on this crime thriller. I was like, all right, I like crime thrillers. The opening scene was like, oh my god, mum.
Yeah, because you know, like you oh mate, you still agree with this, innit? You know, there's when you're growing up in it, there's these movies that are legendary movies, and you haven't watched them yet, but somebody will always like quote something from a movie. They'll just constantly do it your whole life and that. And if you haven't watched it, you're like, you laugh along and you don't know what you're talking about, bro. And I remember watching Scream, and in Scream, the geezer says something about Sydney's mom. It's like, your mom's running around like she's Sharon Stone. And I was like, who is this Sharon Stone they keep talking about? When I watch Basic Instinct, I was like, this is my favorite movie, bro.
You seen Sharon Stone in Total Recall?
Yeah.
I ain't seen Total Recall in years, though.
That film's a mind fuck. Well, first time I saw that, I was like, I have no idea what I just watched or what happened or what was going on. It takes a few watches, don't it? Quality film, though. Quality.
What's the other one? Running Man.
Yeah. Quality film.
Yeah.
Quality film. I'll be back. Only in a rerun. Love that film. Basically, in time, Sharon Stone was showing us Evertonian's empty transfer room between her legs. Jesus,
it's mad, isn't it? You ever think that, like, sometimes, like now, you'll think of all these people from the 90s that you don't even know where they are. Obviously, they're still alive and that, but you just don't see them, innit?
No.
Back then, it was like Sharon Stone,
Kim Basinger. What's happened to Kim Basinger?
Yeah.
9.5 weeks.
Running some. She was running the movies back in the day, bro.
9.5.
And then Pam Anderson, Barbed Wire. Come on.
Barbed Wire, quality film. I rented that 4 times.
Blockbuster.
No,
I didn't get a book.
Letterbox it the next day.
Woolworths Pickamits.
No, my news agents. I don't know if you had it around yours. My news agents used to rent DVDs for like £1 a night. And I used to just go there and rent that. I was like,
that sounds highly bootleg, Jamie.
It was.
You know what I mean? Get the news of the world on a DVD sounds highly bootleg.
I rented that film 4 times.
See, Egyptian Kings here just mentioned Halle Berry and James Bond. Here's one for you: Halle Berry in the Flintstone movie.
Yeah, before anyone knew her, and her name was Sharon Stone in it.
And Cav, if you don't know, just write Halle Berry and Flintstone movie in now on Google.
And
Flintstone movie.
Yeah, and the fun.
It's a live action movie, bro.
John Goodman, and Halle Berry's name in it.
Oh my goodness!
And her name in it was.
He comes.
Cav just googled it.
Oh, where can I download this?
Big up Zubiri, my man.
Oh, big up Zubiri, man.
Wow.
Oh, flip sake, man.
Oh, yeah,
I remember that, man, because I remember being a kid and I was like, why is she acting like this with Fred and that, man? Like, she was being over the top and that.
I might have actually. No, I think I have seen this.
You probably watched it, man. Because obviously you like stuff different when you're a kid, innit? But you just know early. Like, you just know. Because I was, even my missus knows now, like, I was obsessed with, you know, in Cameron Diaz in The Mask, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Now, yeah.
That was her debut film. That was her first film.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
When she's running down the Coca Bongo and that in the gold dress. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Different, ain't it? Different.
Yeah, man. Flipping. And I even liked you just said about Batman. In that Batman, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh my God.
It was just the way she was acting. I don't even think I knew what I liked in it as a kid. I was just like, she's acting a bit mad with Batman still. She's a bit flirty, but yeah, Sharon's. Yeah,
I love Michelle Pfeiffer. She's awesome.
Yeah, even in Scarface and that.
What's that film when she's a school teacher and she takes over the bad class?
The Gangster's Paradise movie.
Yeah. That's a quality.
I can't remember what the movie's called, man. But I was only watching the music
Great
video to it earlier.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I think
that movie came out in '96, I think.
Yeah, time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Flintstones movie with Halle Berry, she's actually called Sharon Stone in it as well. That's her name.
She is because it's in Bedrock and it's
That's a mad film. Just this. Yeah, Kim Basinger.
Legendary movies, man.
9.5 weeks, man. If you ain't watched it.
Yeah, they gotta stop being lazy with movies. I think, man. I some of the movies I love what they're bringing out now, but I think if on a percentage, I probably love about 40% of the movies that keep coming out. The rest of them are like they're either remakes or you just took the same idea and redone it. And I'm just like, where's all the action movies, man? Like John Wick was probably the last bad boy action geezer that I've seen. I don't know where they all are, man. When I was growing up and that Steven Seagal's running around in Cuban heels kicking people's ass, bro.
Steven Seagal. I used to love Steven Seagal back in the day. Absolutely.
And then then all of his movies ended up on Channel 5.
Then he just got absolutely fat. But I used to Out for Justice. If you ain't seen Out for Justice, watch Out for Justice.
It's my favorite Seagal movies, the Universal Soldier ones. I think Goldberg was in one of them.
Yeah, he was in like number 3, I think.
Yeah, Universal Soldier was sick, man. Van Damme's a G.
Yeah, Bloodsport, quality movie. Love Bloodsport.
Yesterday, man. Bloodsport Kickboxer.
Bloodsport with the bloke who looks like Hacksaw Jim Duggan in it.
Yeah, me and my friend was watching I think it's Bruce Lee's Big Boss.
Yes, great.
I was watching it the other day. I think it's Big Boss. Is that the one where he died? He died when they were making it.
Yeah, Enter the Dragon. That's a good film.
Enter the Dragon's one he died making, wasn't it?
Okay, what is Big Boss? Because the
Big Boss is his first movie, I think. That went in.
Which is the one when he's fighting Thingy, Abdul Kareem Jabbar? That is, and he's going up the levels, and it's the basketballer and it's tall. Because on one of them, he's obviously died in the making of it. Because when you watch, I'm telling you guys this, if you watch it back now, you'll realize that halfway through the movie, that's not Bruce Lee, bro. Like it's not him, bro. It's not.
Yeah,
I paused it the other day, bro. When he fell down the stairs, I'm like, that is not Bruce Lee, bro.
Yeah, no.
And then I googled it, and they said that on part of the movie they used a cardboard cutout. How did we not notice that?
Cardboard cutout.
How did we not notice that? They used a cardboard cutout.
I'm a massive Star Wars fan, like a big Star Wars geek, yeah.
And
I never knew till recently that at the end of A New Hope, the original Star Wars movie back in the 70s, when they're going to collect their medal, most of them people are cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, the cardboard cutouts, man.
I never knew that till recently.
It was I was looking at the place where George Lucas made the movie, and it because even like the even all the fights in the ships and that, they're just action figures, in it. Didn't know.
Mad. I've not seen
action figures.
I've not seen the Grey Man yet.
Oh, Grey Man's sick on Netflix. Just came out.
What did I watch on Netflix yesterday? The girl in the
Oh mate, that documentary is messed up. You watched that, Cav?
Which one's that?
The girl in the
photo on Netflix.
Nah, it's in the top though, isn't it? It's
I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Just go watch it.
Mate,
Dad or something, is it?
It's the most mental.
It's a messed up documentary. Every time you think you figured it out, there's something else, bro.
There's more twists and turns in it than you can actually write. If someone wrote this as a film, you're like, no. Okay. But it's like it's just mad. It's only like an hour and a half long as well.
Yeah,
I love watching true crime things. That's one of my things I love doing if I'm bored during the day.
My girlfriend, she'll watch it any time of the day, no matter what, right? No matter what vibe or mood you want to be in, because movies and programs, like sometimes you're not feeling like deep stuff or dark stuff. My girlfriend, she'll watch it any time of the day. It'll be a bright sunny day outside, like middle of the day, just good vibes.
I love true crime.
Let's stick on this like murder mystery about this girl that's been And you're just like,
yeah, that means your missus is a potential killer, bro. So you need to be careful, man.
Yeah, she's working ways to kill you.
Anyone who watches them documentary with breakfast, bro, they're a step away.
Breakfast, over when eating breakfast.
Yeah, I put them on when Lauren's got to bed. I sit there and watch them. And just I like. There was one recently. I think it came out in the middle of the pandemic. It was like a two-parter, and it's about. The girl got her boyfriend to kill himself by text message, and she got done for it.
Bro, that's messed up.
Did you watch that one?
Yeah,
he was mentally ill. He was mentally ill, and she was mentally ill, and they've never met each other till recently, and they were like online dating, and they found each other through through the internet, through like message boards and all that, where they're talking about depression and stuff like that. And then she basically texted him to his death. What she said to him, and then she turns up and then she turned up in court all glamorous and stuff like that, like she was a Hollywood movie or something, like a center of attention. And I think they've just made a TV program about it now.
Yeah, they have. It's called the TV program is called Pamela.
Yeah,
it's Renee Zellweger. It's on Paramount. Just came out.
Absolutely.
The worst documentary I've seen on Netflix is The Night Stalker.
Yeah, that's mad.
I knew who he was growing up because I heard of him. Yeah. But that's the worst documentary I've ever seen, man.
Yeah.
And then they made the documentary about the Cecil Hotel. Have you watched that documentary?
Yeah, it's the Cecil Hotel. It's quality.
I ain't never touching that hotel in my life, bro. I don't even know why I don't even know why the hotel's still there, bro. How can you have a hotel where
it's where murderers
imagine somebody saying
stuff like that.
Yeah, imagine somebody saying, and it's just known to everyone that all the biggest serial killers in America used to stay at this hotel. And then the interview with these crackheads in the hotel and that, they're like, yeah, used to see them walk up and down in their pants with blood all over them. I'm like, oh, you just went back to bed? You just didn't think to leave?
Yeah, because
we were high.
Because I didn't know this about LA as well. When you go you got Beverly Hills on one side of the hotel, ain't you? And then when you go around the corner, you got Skid Row, which is like it's like a third world country. Everyone's there on tents and everything.
It makes more sense, doesn't it, when you watch Rocky now, when he says to Mickey, hey, yo, Mickey, I've been here 10 years. You put my stuff on Skid Row. Now I know what he meant, bro.
I love it. Yeah, Mickey got rid of his locker.
But yeah, man, because I remember in that documentary, you remember that Oriental girl who she ended up in the tank on top of the roof.
Yeah, and she just got...
But I remember when that clip came out on Facebook. I remember when the actual clip came out, and everyone was like, what's she doing in the lift? Because she looked like she was going crazy and that.
Yeah.
Mate, when you watch it, I'm like, yo, that's scary as hell, bro. They were blaming random geezers and that who had nothing to do with it. And I was like, yeah, it's mad. But that hotel should get knocked down, man.
It's a great.
Can you remember? Oh, was it a couple of years back? There was that Netflix documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats."
Yes, I only watched that.
That one was a bit. That was mad as well.
Mad. That was nuts. Because the title, I think the problem with that show is that the title doesn't give the justice of what the program's about.
It doesn't.
And could you think, oh, cats? That's why I
can tell by Cav's face. He was on the edge of his seat every episode.
It was quality, though, wasn't it?
He's one of the best. He's one of the best because you realise, that. Hold on a minute. First of all, it sounds like the people in this documentary care about what's happening to the cats, and then all of a sudden, it's like, nah, we're just in a focus group every day trying to find him. I'm like, you like enjoying this, ain't you?
But people can do mental stuff over Facebook, you know.
There's the one woman who kept talking most of the time, who set up the Facebook group, and when I knew she had lost it when it got to episode 2, and she said, "Yeah, we realized that in the guy's picture there was a vacuum in the back, and we saw the code on the end of the vacuum, so we googled the code, and found out in Canada there's only 2 stores." That's all. It's like, what the fuck?
That is, I mean, obviously the police should be hiring her. Because that's some shit ass detective.
But she's like, she's checking bed sheets and like he had like something cut behind the bed, didn't he? She was it was like a wolf poster or something. She was like, oh, you can only buy it from here
in a certain part of Canada. And
that was you could tell on her face, that was a 5 minutes of fame, because every time she mentioned the guy, she's like, and then I'm like, that's got to be Luca Magnotta. So we went to the next one, I'm like, flipping heck. And by the time we got to the end and it was the closing part, I'm like, well, surely she's going to be happy now he's got arrested and that. She looked depressed, bro. She's like, oh, yeah, well, the group closed down and all this. I'm like, what the
That happened near Jodie, apparently. It wasn't even a huge deal at the time, but the documentary was amazing.
Yeah, because he killed some actual people as well, didn't he?
Yeah, then he started to go a bit, I saw this. Stallone's gone mad about a Drago spin-off, ain't he?
Yeah, I seen it. Variety posted it yesterday, and
was no part of it.
Spoke to my missus about that, like just before I come online, actually, because the Creed 3 comes out March 23rd, and said about the Drago movie, and I was like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's too late. It's too late for Drago.
That's what Stallone said. It's like a pointless movie. Right,
why
guys?
would I care about Drago? He killed Apollo Creed.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about him. He killed Apollo, who came out to the greatest boxing theme of all time. Let's face it.
True. True.
Right. I'm going to have to call it a day there because the missus wants to go to bed. So,
decent football chat, guys.
Decent football. Well, the first hour was football, and then we just went off. First hour was football. I did tell everyone it's my birthday chat. It's just fun times. I'll be back tomorrow with the call-in show, 9 p.m. tomorrow, guys. We
call-in, baby.
Call-in show. Everyone likes that.
What time are you on tomorrow? 8 or 9?
9 p.m. 9 p.m. Because
then the day after, Prem's back, and it's back to business.
Then I've got Thursday. I've got Prem preview. Friday, I've got my watch along for Chelsea for Arsenal Palace, and I've got my Liverpool preview. Then I've got the watch along on Saturday. Busy time. The
content gets revved up when the season's actually on, man.
Yeah, all back there, and you can tell as well with YouTube's numbers at the moment as well because the Premier League's back. Everyone's
by the time you get to like flipping January and that, you're gonna have like the Prem, then you're gonna have the World Cup, and then you're gonna have like Champions League and FA Cup all rolled up into like 3-4 games a week and that. So
the World Cup, I'm going to do a watch along every day for the World Cup. It's going to be mad.
You excited about the World Cup? Yeah, you excited about it? I chat to some of my mates, and they're a bit.
I don't know.
They're not really into it. But I said once it starts, you will. And you know what? It's because it's
football,
Christmas.
It's because it's football.
Just embrace it for what it is. I think
it's football. I think I'd be more excited if it was in the summer. Like it should have just happened. We should have just had the World Cup because it's the off season and you get a bit more football and the whole calendar year continues. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would have been. I wasn't excited at all before, but like. Watching the women's Euro game now I'm excited. It should be dope. And it's going to be a different flavor in it. I actually like seeing the different countries and that when we play in different places and see what it's going to be like because it's Qatar in it, so they're going to go all out to impress with everything. So I think it's going to be. I think it might be all right, man.
Oh, the opening ceremony would be mad. I mean, the fireworks they can afford. You know what I mean? It's just going to be.
Yeah.
Hold on. So the last World Cup we had was Russia.
Yeah.
Mate, that feels like it was 8 flipping.
Well, it's going to be almost 5 years since the last World Cup, ain't it?
I didn't like that World Cup. It was average. I wasn't a fan of that one.
The interesting thing this time around, usually, like you say, it's in the summer, and you don't want your players to get injured or whatever. But you're more looking at who's going to stand out and who might we sign or whatever. But this one, it's a bit like there's a January transfer window afterwards, but you ain't really going to see anyone that you want to sign. I'm just going to watch the whole thing with it in the back of my mind, hoping whatever Liverpool players are playing, I ain't getting injured. You know what I mean? Because you're halfway through a season, but
that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why no one's really.
I think we'll be all right. I think I counted them. We've got about 3 starters in the whole World Cup.
Yeah,
the rest
yeah,
of them are all on the bench and that's all.
Right, guys.
Salah's not going, so it's all good, man.
We are out of here till tomorrow, guys. Make sure you tune in.
Peace out, Kev.
9 p.m. tomorrow, guys. 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Peace out.